Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a great Thursday evening. I know it's a little bit late at this point, so my streaming start times are kind of sporadic anyway, though. So, how's everyone doing tonight? Gonna hop on, play some more Hades 2, just kind of hang out and chat. So, King Matthew, doing okay tonight. How are you? Marvel and DC Marvel fans, how's it going? Doing okay. I saw you had a video with these sledges recently, didn't you? I meant to check that out. I need to definitely give that a watch. Um, I thought that was the case. I thought you did a was it on My First Horror Movie or something like that? I'll need to check out their channel to see that video though. Doing pretty good. I watched the FNAF 2 today. It was a really good film, better than the first one. You think so? I've seen feedback thus far that people aren't big fans of it, but kind of feels like one of those movies that's not going to be like a masterpiece by any means. It's just one of those. If you're a fan of like the IP, you may enjoy it, but I don't know. Also, made some changes to my the camera changed a little bit, but my mic I made some settings changes, so hopefully it sounds okay. If it's too loud or anything, let me know. I can make some tweaks some more, but I made some small changes to like filters and stuff that I had on there. Trying to make it sound a little bit cleaner, but I'm not sure. We'll see. But yeah, let's jump into some Hades 2 and just kind of hang out. I do have scheduled next week to do a live stream. I was gonna say around this time, but earlier for the Game Awards next Thursday. So looking forward to that. We'll see how that turns out with some of the announcements and some of the winners and stuff. So beyond that, though, as far as stuff on the channel, I just put out a short about an hour ago. It's kind of a goofy one, so recommend if you're a fan of Stranger Things and Dragon Ball. It's kind of an overlap there that I wasn't sure the ending. There's a lot of jumping around, so may not make sense if you're not familiar with like the Cell saga of Dragon Ball, but I had some fun with it either way. But yeah, let me boot up Hades 2. But other than that, I have a few other shorts ideas planned that I'll probably put out between now and next week. And what else we have? We have episode 7 of Welcome to Derry on Sunday. I was a little delayed getting that review out for episode 6 this week, but episode 7 on Sunday, so I'll probably have the review out for that one early next week ish. And then only one more episode after that, so we'll see how they wrap things up there. All right, let me boot up Hades here. I don't know. I think I changed the volume levels. Maybe I should tweak those a little bit more. Like there. Haven't seen Dragon in a while. Yeah, I appreciate it. It's it's a little bit goofy. It's one of my goofier ones for sure. I essentially was making a comparison between specifically Will from Stranger Things and Gohan from Dragon Ball. But I have a part at the end where I am using Dragon Ball um, clips and put Stranger Things characters over the top of it. Try to do a comparison there. So, all right, let's boot this up. And I think I changed the volume levels, so it should be okay. What's up, Cope? How's it going? Speaking of the short, appreciate you giving that one a watch. I know Dragon Ball is not your go-to IP, so hopefully it wasn't the worst. But as I was kind of pointing out, I think the my ending clip probably made like no sense to people who have not watched the show. But how you doing tonight? Hopefully good for the most part. Change the volume a little bit here. Down. Maybe even a little bit more. Maybe like there. All right, I changed the volume for the game back to I think where it was, so hopefully it's at a good level. But if it's like very bad, let me know. Decent watching so many movies. Anything good? Christmas themed stuff or what thematically where were we at? 13 and 3+ days. That is many movies. I haven't watched a whole lot lately. Like obviously we've done Welcome to Derry episode reviews. And I've watched a little bit of My Hero. Outside of that, I haven't been really watching a whole lot, I don't think. I've been watching a lot of YouTube, I feel like, lately. Used to be a big Dragon Ball fan back in the day. More recently, a fan of Naruto. I've watched early on Naruto, and I read the first few volumes of the manga. It's been good. I just didn't get very far in it. You do movies all over the place. Nice. Any standouts that you recommend, or is it all stuff that you were kind of like meh about? All right, let's jump in here. Oh, Companion. What'd you think of it? I did review that on the channel a while ago, which I wanted to like it more than I did, but I thought it was okay. All right, so we had started to run on the underground with the blades because this is the only weapon we haven't beat Kronos with. It was okay. That's kind of how I felt about it too. There was a lot of like logic jumps that took place. Haven't seen the new episode of Welcome to Derry. Yeah, that was kind of how well, I watched the episode pretty early on. But it just took me a while to get the review out. I mentioned this in my review. I watched it a second time, which I liked a little bit more favorably on second watch. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to jump into spoilers with it, but I was not a big fan of it the first time I watched it. And then the second time I was like, okay. Gold or health? Health, I guess, here. Yeah, okay, volume's up. Good. I just kind of feel like if I'm speaking generically, I don't know who gets there. Really the direction they're wanting to take things, and I think a lot of the characters I'm not overly invested in, which is maybe good because if they get killed off, I won't be as traumatized by it. Probably Hermes here. Join some parts more to others. Wouldn't watch again. Yeah, the ending was pretty gnarly with Jack Quaid's fate in that movie. And I was a big fan of what is her name? The actress in it. It was from Heretic and Yellow Jackets, Sophie Thatcher. I liked her a lot in those other two things. So that's kind of why I wanted to check it out, but I was like, it was okay. I think also it's got pretty good review scores. And I think going into it, I expected more than what it delivered. But it was still, it was still pretty good, but not top tier by any means. Sure. Yeah, she's cool. I thought Heretic especially, she did well, and considering there's only like 4 characters in that whole movie. Companion you tend to check out. Yeah, Jack Quaid's kind of over the last few years has definitely blown up in popularity with The Boys, Scream, Companion, Novocaine, is that the one where he's like doing the boys thing again? The guy from What We Do in the Shadows, Harvey. Was that the guy from Smile 2 is in it? Which I won't spoil his role in Companion, but he is one of the friends, like the blonde guy. Jack Quaid is blown up. He's okay. I mean, he kind of does the same role in a lot of movies where he's the like kind of nerdy. I mean, the boys Scream. It's kind of the same thing where it's like kind of the nerdy guy, even the companion. That I don't know, finds their way into power, and they're kind of a bad guy, but they're kind of a good guy too. You like Novocaine? Yeah, he does play similar roles.
Returned from above.
True.
For a while.
I mean, he does have, I don't know how much his relation to his dad has helped or not, but I think he's okay. I'm not going to watch something because he's in it, but I'm not going to like be turned off by something because he's in it.
Then gather what strength you can in the meantime.
I haven't really been paying attention to what build we had put together last time. Some damage there. Character runs so fast. That is my friend. That's not an enemy. Sometimes those like circle attacks, I feel like I dodge through, but then I somehow get caught by them. It's not you. Is it you? No. Okay, let's avoid the curse here. I don't know what our hex is, but we just activated it. Definitely better at avoiding her sheep thing than I used to be. Let's check what our hex is, I guess. Make sure. Oh, it's the invincibility thing, I think.
That's quite enough.
Took a little damage, not too bad though. You don't know anything about Jax Quaid's role in The Boys. That's like his most famous thing, I feel like. That's what really... I know he was in Scream 5 before that, I believe, but I feel like... Well, I don't know. I watched Scream 5 before I watched The Boys, but I think The Boys is really what put him on the map.
I prevailed.
Marmalade. I think the only thing I really watched him in outside of Stranger Things was Free Guy. But he should be in more stuff. Like, I think the only other thing I saw him in was in like that Taco Bell commercial back in the day. But yeah, I would be supportive of him being in more stuff.
Greetings, little one.
Seeds, I guess.
Come on out.
All right, let's... I think we're probably pretty safe this run, so maybe start to use these keepsakes that I'm not going to want to use. What's this one we got? That's pretty insanely strong, actually. Sure.
Sash.
I should use that later, but we'll use that now.
Now, if I may.
Free Guy. Yeah, I liked Free Guy. Spree, I remember looking him up. Yeah, he was in that too. Free Guy's the only other thing I actually watched him in.
I am time itself. What are you?
You watched Sonora? I haven't seen that either. That's the, I mean, I think most people here have watched Scream 5, but his counterpart in that is the main character in that, right? Mikey Madison, is that her name?
Come on, Tula.
You wouldn't recommend it? Did it win Best Picture?
Not heard this one before.
Although then again, I think the same year The Substance was nominated, and that's one that you were like, I don't know. But I do want to watch The Substance at some point. Haven't seen Free Guy. Reynolds can bounce around. He's kind of recently heavily done the like comedy action thing. Like he's a little bit done Deadpool in too many recent movies. But historically he was in like the Amityville Horror, thinking about like some older movies. But I feel like he's been a bit typecast into the Deadpool stuff the last few movies he's done.
More hippos. Ash of the Dead.
Yeah, Mikey Madison. Going Best Actress. It's just meh. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times movies that win like Best Picture and stuff, while they're like clearly good movies, they're not necessarily movies that I want to watch. So I can understand that for sure. Doesn't leave any great feelings. That can be tough too. Sometimes you need a Dom Toretto family movie. Like something that's not necessarily like very high quality, but it's like, you know what? Just overall having a good time with it. We unseal this. It says narcissist, right? Here. Gift him. Let's give him a gift.
How thoughtful and all that. You dummy though. Don't you realize I'm just gonna add
You
this
watched
to the
Warfare?
rest so that some other would-be suitor ends up taking it?
Yeah, I want to watch it at some point, but it's one of those you have to be in a mood for it, feels like.
Sure, it's a gift.
In the mood to watch all the British actors play American
Perhaps one of
soldiers.
those other would-be suitors would enjoy it. If
But I imagine it's one of those that's good, but it's like, I don't know how I feel about
Hey,
watching
tell me
that.
something. Is Echo really not okay?
It had like a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, I think, when it was in theaters. So
Alone down in the fields.
Narcissus,
I think it's,
picked this the wrong
from my
way.
understanding, supposed to be more realistic. It's not supposed to be as more like a lot of Hollywood
Seems to be getting by.
military
Is
movies.
there something you'd like to say to her? Should
I don't want to say they
go
glorify
to her?
war, but it's very much pitched differently. And I heard Warfare was more like realistic as far as the stuff they go through. Super realistic.
Sure, go ahead and
Yeah, because Alex Garland worked on it with,
Like
I
love
think, that
me.
guy who was in the military.
Don't tell her I
didn't he?
said it.
Well, we got to pick this one because we've never done it. So, for the sake of unlocking,
Some seeds. Let me help you.
I'm realizing maybe these I didn't have to do if I brought the frog. That could be why I am doing the compel stuff again. Keep this item. This should real people pictures. I like when movies do that. Like, I think we talked about Lone Survivor previously. I think Lone Survivor did that. It is funny, though, when movies, not war movies, but just movies in general that are based off true things, where you watch the whole movie, and then they do show clips that were, like, actually happening at the end of movies. The one I can think of is Invincible, if you guys have seen that. It is Wahlberg playing a guy who plays for the Eagles. And the end of the movie, I mean, this isn't really a spoiler, but there's a scene in the movie, I guess, where he's on special teams and has this like incredible play. And at the end of the movie, they show the play that actually happened in real life. And I'm like, you guys really Disney-fied that a lot. That did not look nearly as cool like in real life as you guys made it look, but it's movies, so let's do this.
The tides come in.
War movies are rough, yeah, for sure. I used to probably watch them more than I do now. Like, I used to probably have, I mean, I didn't really have a list before, but I would say Saving Private Ryan was one of my favorite movies. But nowadays, I don't think I would qualify as that. It's still a really good movie, but it's not something I'd say is a top movie for me anymore. Too much Too much damage. Get out of there. My cast
Please always go back.
by itself kill him. Didn't get into the Evil Dead show much. I started watching it. Ash vs. Evil Dead, right? I watched episode 1 because we went to the convention that the Evil Dead cast was at, and a couple of the people were from the show. So I was like, let me check it out. We watched like the first episode, but it seemed okay. It got canceled, right? That was also not ideal. But the remake for sure. The remake is definitely top tier. Okay, let's do that.
Set.
There you are.
Hacksaw Ridge. I never saw that one.
Thank the fates.
All right, Nemesis, you're gonna fight me with these kills, aren't you? So I'm gonna have to kill people fast.
Cleaned up too. Makes you mad, I know.
I don't want to fight you, Nemesis. I don't even want to speak with you right now.
Dang.
Not asking you to fight me, asking you to hit me. See if you can even make
Oh, is
me
this
budge.
different?
It'll be worth your while. Let me have it.
Ooh, we just barely got there.
Easy now.
Was that all that was here? Nobody else to fight? Okay. All right, we have to unlock this one because it's new once again. Move faster. I mean, I don't really need to. Granted, 10 gold is pretty affordable. Oh, she picked that direction. 1917, All Quiet on the Western Front, Glorious Bastards, and Valkyrie. I don't think I've seen 1917. All Quiet on the Western Front I saw like a while ago. Glorious Bastards I thought was okay. Valkyrie. I don't know if that one sounds familiar, but I don't know if I remember that one. There's also technically like war adjacent films. I mean, Glorious Bastards is kind of like that, but like stuff during the World War II time is kind of what I'm thinking, like a Jojo Rabbit type of thing, or a
Water spouts activated.
we've talked about it before, Overlord. Where it's like technically it's a war movie, but it's not really a war movie. That's not like the only genre it is. With 3 options and a chaos. I think we'll take chaos honestly here.
Chaos seeks me.
First Tom Cruise. Okay, I do know that one. I was thinking it's more of a sci-fi movie, isn't it? Am I mistaking that? I think I'm thinking of that movie where it's like him repeating a thing over and over again. Isn't there another name for that movie though? I thought that movie had like 2 different names. Yeah, Jojo Rabbit's awesome. That was one I think I barely kept out of my top 10.
Hail on
I should watch it again though. It's been a long time. Okay. Tax. That could be helpful. I think we're gonna pick this.
chaotic might.
Fishing? I think the cat will do it for me.
No escape. Looks like a Motti.
Fury 2014. Shia LaBeouf is in a war movie. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one. Alright, we don't really need the food, so let's just buy the other 2 things.
Aid from a relative of yours.
Seleni's grace.
Interesting. What's the last thing Shia LaBeouf was in movie-wise? Do that. We're using a lot of attack, might as well.
I reached the summit of Olympus finally. They're fighting back against Typhon himself.
I think the last thing I saw him in was in that movie that he plays his dad. That's supposed to be based off his real life. It's supposed to be another Transformers.
He's quite enormous, yes.
I mean, the good ones are the ones with him in it early on, right? At least in my opinion. I feel like the first one's, in my opinion, the best one.
Jump.
But they also kind of like milked that franchise too heavily.
Was that a new
I think that's the hard part with Hollywood. Like, you like something, and then they just make too many of them, and then I wind up not liking it anymore. Transformers is like a classic example of that. Like, I remember when that came out, seeing the trailer for that was awesome. And I think that was also when I saw the first Transformers, the trailer or like some kind of tease for Cloverfield also came out, if I remember correctly. That's kind of when like J.J. Abrams was like popping off. You guys remember like the whole like lore behind Cloverfield and all like the clues you had to find for the story that I feel like didn't really amount to anything?
I suppose the second part is imminent.
Well, yeah, the one about himself.
Necessarily difficult by fight.
Well, we have to drown someone. This song's called
Ooh, this is different. I don't know if I like that. What is happening? What? This is new. Okay. Am I gonna fight now? Or we're just gonna watch? That's kind of cool. Walked right into that. That was bad. Well, let's pop this. I wasn't going to use it, but all right, featured artist time. You're gone now. You're dealt with now. Let's try to get you now. I forgot about the chaos boon that we picked up. I have no more magic because I used it all. Okay, we're gonna pop this here. Just unleash this on you. You hated Cloverfield? Really? I was a fan of it. I don't know if I'd like it today because I feel like the camera would make me like, ooh. But I liked it back then. Yeah, 10 Cloverfield was awesome too. The third one kind of let me down. But it was kind of a straight to Netflix thing, so I didn't have high hopes. The ending kind of teased more stuff, but it doesn't seem like we're going to really be getting that.
The Siren's Ready room.
Nola Holmes. I'm not familiar. do we want to further develop here? Sure. Maybe. Okay. That's kind of a lot. 10 for 50 coin. I don't think I want any of these. Play Sherlock's younger sister. I was never big into the Sherlock Holmes stuff, but I do like
Closer now.
mystery things. I heard she was in that what was the movie with her and was it Chris Pratt on Netflix that was supposed to be like very bad? I think it was kind of a sci-fi adjacent type of movie. Electric something, right?
Across the fields, beyond the bridge. Seek there a pathway down.
Yeah, I feel like people like to create rumors online these days when it comes to releases. So unless a studio drops something, or a lot of times if it's like a reputable outlet, I'll trust it, which is kind of why the whole Stranger Things cast dilemma was surprising to be confusing, because that seemed like a reputable source. But the Electric State, yeah, I didn't watch it, but I heard people were not big fans of it. Although I think Chris Pratt's another one of the actors that people have kind of grown stale of, which I think he's fine. I'm not gonna watch something because he's in it, but I'm not gonna like not watch something because he's in it. I honestly thought his Mario was not as bad as I feared. It. Ooh, what is this? Your hex can be God sent. Sure. I was a little worried when I saw the trailer, when he's just like, "It's me, Mario," but I thought he did an okay job. Which the sequel to that I'm moderately looking forward to. I don't know. Kind of just feels like they're introducing new characters that we know from the games. But this dude's messing me up. I mean, a lot of those people that are in like all those things, though, like speaking of the Mario movie, Jack Black used to really like his stuff. I feel like he kind of does the same thing every movie now.
And now my claim.
Like The Rock, Kevin Hart, all these like big time actors, they do the one thing that we expect them to do in movies. What do we want? How to interpret that? It's your Death Defiance effects fully recharge your hex. Slight chance at Will Smith's returning for Men in Black 5. The Men in Black 1 is really the only one I liked, if I'm being honest. Kind of feel like, for me personally, is there anything else here? Where's the tree that we normally find everything via? Did I not see it in the corner somewhere? Here it is, yeah.
Flourish and reveal my path.
Yeah, Men in Black 1 is the only one I really like from that. And given Will Smith's like most recent antics, I don't know if I feel like stuff that he is in from the past I can still appreciate, but like new stuff I'm like, I don't really need to see you in another movie.
Out of the way, Phantom.
Oh, I just sat there for that attack. You like Men in Black 2 more? Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad,
Hear me.
but I feel like the first one is one of the better like action movies for its time. Whereas like the ones after that are kind of just like middle of the road. How often am I using 40 magic though, really? Sure, we'll do it, I guess. I should do all of these things, if I'm being honest. Seems like in the second game, it's not as hard to coincidentally run into the NPCs. It feels like most runs, if you want to talk to the NPC, there's a viable chance to. Whereas in the first game, you had to like coincidentally get them to do some dialogue or to give them some of the nectar if you still needed to.
This corruption.
This guy's a pain. We also have you guys who are also a pain. Okay, we don't have any armor right now, which kind of sucks. 5 is going to be like a passing the torch. Who is the recipient you said torched? You know who like the replacement would be? Also, do modern like audiences care about Men in Black? That's the hard part when you do like a passing of the torch with a franchise that's like an older franchise. Like older generations like Men in Black. Do people like do teenagers today care for Men in Black? I guess maybe they will if you make another movie, but I assume it's not something they really care about. Where is that tree? I am struggling to find that this run. Need a map to find the tree, which gives me a map. Here we go.
Flourish.
You're going to love this.
All right, that was pretty effective.
Corruption cleared.
Okay, I haven't said yet. Yeah, we'll do that. And I'm thinking of like Universal theme parks, like Men in Black is a ride there. I think it still is. They tend to replace older franchises at the park if it's been too long. And that strikes me as one that I could see getting like swapped out because it's such an older franchise. Like what they did with Back to the Future, which turned into the It kind of was strange. Back to the Future got turned into The Simpsons, which at the time I'm like, isn't The Simpsons just as old as Back to the Future almost? Like if you're gonna modernize something, pick something that's not like also a little bit past its time. Which I think they've since turned it into something else. I don't think it is The Simpsons anymore. But I may have been mistaken there. It's pretty much just like the car ride at Universal Studios, which is why it started as Back to the Future. All right, once again, we haven't picked this one, so we will
The keenest blades of all.
do so. Buddha's up here, apparently. All right, health we don't have a lot of, and we have 0 armor, so be careful. We do have 3 death defiances though, so there is that. Well, I was just saying we need health, so let's do health. What you guys got planned for this weekend or anything coming up? Anything fun in December? I think we are playing board games this weekend, which I'll have to make sure my sleep schedule is not what it currently is at this point in time to be able to do that. But you guys have anything fun upcoming? Oh, I made the mistake. I need to kill this guy. Yeah, that's why I need to kill this guy. He is such a pain when he does that. You think you're playing board games? It's fair. That would make sense. Going Christmas tree shopping. Yeah, we honestly, all the holidays this year, we've kind of been slackers for. A lot of just stuff has taken precedent, and some of our tree stuff is still like out from last year. Yeah, exactly. Some of Demeter's stuff kind of sucks. Sure, that.
Cold comfort.
Yeah, I feel like real trees I like the idea of, but it just feels like such a bigger hassle to repeat year after year. Plus we have a good amount of plants anyway. Although it is kind of cool. I think some places will like take the tree back sometimes to like replant them. Pretty sure that's a thing.
For you, mighty Hephaestus. Though you may not have occasion for such offerings, working a hot forge every night and day.
This is just a service job. No need to get all cordial and the like. Nice gesture from you, though.
Hey, looks like we've got another sub. Thank you to whoever did so. I don't know if that may be from recent videos, but regardless, appreciate it. Invite plants, pretty much, yeah. Health. Have any armor, but I think we'll do this.
Sure.
Yeah, rent the tree type of thing. My hex is pretty insane. It'd be nice to make it like a little bit better, but that is super strong. Did we get the tree in this room? Thought we did, but the fact that popped up makes me wonder if we did. Did we find the... Yeah, we did. The Christmas tree in this game. I mean, there's obviously maintenance of it and stuff, but I feel like for like a company's purpose, that's got to be like one of the best deals ever, where it's like, hey, you can have a tree, then we'll replant it. So then we just kind of keep the same thing going. Shop would be nice, but we don't have like a ton of gold. We'll use it at the end too. So maybe we just do the magic. Really need magic though, especially because we refill now after getting damaged. I guess we'll do shop. We're getting close to Cerberus, don't we?
Lord Charon.
Whatever gold you paid ought to be at the bottom of the sea. Who does that Kronos think he is, showering mortals with shiny metals?
We'll do that.
Strength of the sea.
Like that. Alright, we should be able to crush Cerberus pretty quickly here, I would think. Love how there's just like one little flower in the middle of this just barren wasteland of a fight. A little slow in some of his attacks. Try to get in here, use my cast. Alright, you're probably about to go underground, aren't you? Yep, you are. Well, wasted a little bit of that, but
Tormenting him, are you?
nice. Come on. So much damage with that hex. That's insanely strong. Let's go.
The many tiny demons causing hellish Cerberus to itch and scratch so much no longer bother him for now.
Yeah, I'm not hating the Sister Blades as much. May still be my least favorite weapon, but when it's buffed pretty effectively, not the worst.
Out of the fields, at least.
Teal. What we got here? I think I want any of that.
The pool of purging.
Also, don't know if I barely used the purging stuff in the first game too. I don't really get the value for getting rid of something. Maybe we can do Silver Wheel, I guess. Sure.
The silver wheel.
More magic. You watched the Rare or Not 2 trailer? I'm a little mixed on it. I like the cast, but it feels like we're going a bit over the top.
I'm in.
I mean, it was a bit of a far-fetched concept to begin with, but it was effective, and
Taylor, be my guest.
a lot of it's like the same, because like Abigail had Catherine Newton, it had Kevin Durand, which seemingly are both in this new one. So it kind of feels like a little bit of Abigail mixed with Ready or Not.
They'll know I'm here.
But it seems like Elijah Wood's like a very over-the-top, like villain type thing. So definitely one of those movies that if you're gonna like enjoy it and go see it, probably turn your brain off a bit. Like, don't take it too seriously. Otherwise, likely to have a bad time. Did consider, I know I talked about like the Game Awards and stuff next week. I've played it before on PlayStation, so I don't know if I need to play it again, but I considered picking up Blueprints. It's slightly on sale now, it's like 20 bucks. But I enjoyed playing it on console. I just don't know if I would consider buying it, considering I've played it already. I didn't ever beat it, but I did kind of get a decent amount into it.
I'd rather keep my hand.
Three-headed Cerberus eyes every surface of the chamber all at once.
You don't like Radio Silence films? I mean, I've thought they've been pretty good. I know there's like other drama there, but it does look crazy just to be crazy. You're here for it? Fair.
Father, I'm afraid the matter on
Yeah.
Olympus is more dire than we thought. For Kronos reawakened Typhon, who is very, very large, and dead set on destroying the palace of Zeus.
I did feel like, so if anyone hasn't watched the trailer, but they don't want to be spoiled, I kind of think the end of the trailer showed you a death that I'm hoping is not just blatantly obvious, because,
Although your Uncle Zeus may not be
oh,
quite as
well, now I know what
strong
happens
as
to
when he and
them.
that monster previously clashed.
You don't seem surprised. How did you all defeat Typhon before? My methods thus far have not produced long-lasting results.
I think somebody said you had to beat Kronos 7 times,
Methods.
get to the like end game. I don't know if that's
Clean up his mess.
the case.
His thunderbolt proved quite effective in the past, although you'd think
What's up,
that
Chris?
an embodiment of storms and
Knew we weren't going to
rage
get the
would be
Scream 7 trailer. Yeah, we talked about that a bit earlier, which is like
I'm not
with
about to
the
abandon our family
people
to
just
face
making
this
rumors
threat
for
on their
rumors'
own.
sake. Yeah, Samara Weaving is
Then
great.
you're in the wrong place.
He crushed it in the first movie.
For if you think thwarting the Titan shall stop Typhon in turn, you're wrong. A monster.
Yeah, I was like, that feels like there's no reason to have that in there. I mean, if you've watched the first movie, you know that happens. So, all right, we'll pick this one because we need to pick the new thing. Okay, so we're doing a throwing cast. That's got to be like the last Hades thing, right? Maybe. Looks like
I
yes.
shall return.
But I just feel like they could have cut out that 5 seconds. I don't really know why. Right? I mean, I get that if they don't show you enough. I think the problem is people that make the trailers a lot of times don't care about spoiling it. They just care about selling the film. So if they show you too much, a lot of times they don't mind because they've gotten people invested. So they're like, oh, we don't care if the rest of the trailer or the rest of the movie isn't going to be interesting, because for you to find that out, you have to go watch it and you've already then bought a ticket to it. So and I feel like a lot of more like indie type films do better job at the trailers. Granted, a lot of times those ones don't tell you enough about the movie, but I would probably rather know less than know more going to a movie. It is kind of like the Cloverfield thing, where it was like this mystery, what's happening here? In here? Smart Weaving is battling Ortega, and Courtney Cox is the best screamer. It does feel like kind of subjective. Also, this isn't like a metal band. I feel like judging screaming is a lot of that stuff is like scene setup too. So I would kind of put a lot of that on the movie, because you have to have like a reason for your character to be doing that. I don't know. I'm not. That's not something I'm overly judging when I'm going to see stuff. Like maybe that's part of the actor's performance. But I don't normally pick out just their like ability to yell at the camera.
Goty.
The band Kitty. That, yeah. Is it is Brackish their song back in the day? I I remember that from middle school, Kitty. They still make stuff these days. That's like a major throwback. Stu's giving the second trailer. I don't really want to see Stu in a trailer, to be honest. Leave us in some kind of suspense. Like at most, they would like misdirect us with Stu in a trailer. You Gotham Pearl. Yeah. Jamie Lee Curtis. They came out with a new album. I haven't listened to it. I mean, Brackish is like the only song that comes to mind by them. We talked about that on Discord the other day. iTunes and stuff. I think that's one of the ones I have on iTunes. Actually, I think I remember listening to that, and like girls in my class would be like, I feel like they gave me shit. They're like, "You listen to a band called Kitty?" I'm like, I don't know. But and some good songs back in the day for sure. Okay, this cast is interesting. It's like using a special instead of using a cast. Because it's not even like a throw it, it's like an attack. Alright, let's pop this. We need to stop taking damage this fight. Nice.
All right.
Jennifer Love Hewitt has a great scream. I probably couldn't tell you who that's. As mentioned, that's a field that I don't have a horse in the race for. They show him, I'd rather them show him in the final trailer. Yeah. I mean, I guess it depends how they show him, too. In case the coin guy. I think what they did in the last trailer made the most sense. Like, just give us his voice. Don't really show us anything. One hit there, unfortunately, but I think we're good now. I think I would rather go into the movie not knowing if it's flashbacks, AI, or really him. And I feel like you risk showing us in the trailer what the answer is, or, as mentioned, at most you try to trick the audience and lead us to believe it's something else. Jane Levy's Scream and Evil Dead remake. Yeah, that was solid. That whole like final scene was such a like nostalgia trip for the franchise. I think it still worked. It wasn't like too over the top, but with like her arm getting crushed and obviously the whole chainsaw thing.
You test my patience.
Yeah, I liked her in that. What else is she in movie-wise? I don't think I know enough of her portfolio. It would be kind of cool. I think they talked about it when I saw that panel for the Evil Dead group. But it'd be cool if we had like a movie that had a bunch of those people returning. But I remember Bruce Campbell pretty much said like no shot that happens. He's like, no chance studios let us do that. So fortunately, seeming like that's not gonna be something they would do. F. Campbell, a pretty good scream. Did she? I'm trying to think. Yeah, going in blind is the best way. I mean, that's kind of how I watched, thankfully, when I watched Barbarian, I just, similar to a lot of movies, I like see, okay, this is being highly praised as far as like a score. I don't see any of like the notes. I'm just like, all right, this has like a 90-something%. Let me check it out. Evil Dead Remake. That was one I was happy to review last year. Yeah. Very deserved high score. We're taking way too many hits from these guys. So many pots in this room. Jane Levy's a star in one of my favorite TV shows. It's always extraordinary playlist. Huh. Huh? She was in Don't Breathe. I don't know if I actually saw. Is that the one where they go into that guy's house and he's like actually the problem? I think they made 2 of those movies. Okay, it sounds like, yeah, that probably is, because that sounds familiar. Thought I got rid of that purple attack. Almost. There we go. Not really using my Omegas a whole lot these fights. Which results in my Hex not getting used. Yeah. I think I remember seeing the trailer to that one.
The limits of my light.
I assume there's a way to finish off all of your Hex stuff. I always get it down to like 1 or 2. But I imagine there's probably a way to complete it. Oh, this is one of those rooms where you make one of the gods mad.
Can't they form an orderly queue?
I don't know which one's gonna be more of a pain to deal with, Poseidon or Hephaestus, right? Grab yours.
That's my little niece.
That's another movie I need to watch sometime soon. Sandlot.
Surging on.
You brought this on yourself, Witchy. And by this, I mean me favourite Tamaria.
Hephaestus, don't be mad.
Oh, he's mad, alright.
I need to calm him down.
Question is, what is his thing that he's gonna do to me here? Is that him using the circle there? I assume. Yeah, that's him with the circle. I need to get out. Get out. I don't run nearly enough in this game. I just try to dash all the time, which is not as fast, but there's still more enemies here. Let's try to get our Hex, I think. There we go. of stuff.
Some work you did. Oh,
Just
looks
have
like
movement nights in
you did
Discord.
some patching up.
Don't Breathe 2 is a prequel. Okay, gotcha. Well, we gotta pick this. Well, actually, both of these are new. Blast effects deal more damage. That's pretty good. Would that be getting rid of the Hades cast? Is that a bad idea? Which one is that turning? Is that the Hades one? Oh, it's Sword Ring. Sure, we'll do that.
This boon is worth the sacrifice.
Heavyweights Dodgeball to Sandlot. I haven't seen Dodgeball in a long time either. The unofficial sequel to Heavyweights. We can get 30 magic by clearing the room out again. Sure.
The light of the moon.
Why are we in slow motion? Also, this guy is wrecking me right now.
Monument cleansed.
Some health would be nice. I don't know if we really needed that magic, to be honest. Bad Time Stories. Is that the one with Sandler? It's the one with Sandler. That one was okay. I mean, for like recent or like later Sandler films, not his worst. Just sadly a pretty low bar, in my opinion, given some of the movies he came out with. We're trapped. Health is pretty low too. We do have those multiple death defiances, so hopefully it won't be a problem. Maybe there'll be some food at the shop too. I show Dark Knight, The Thing, Grindhouse, The Shining. I don't know if I've actually watched Grindhouse. I'm familiar with it, but I've never actually watched that one. The other one's all great, obviously. The Thing I reviewed last year. Making Dodgeball 2 sequel. I mean, yeah, right. It's the unofficial sequel to Heavyweights. I mean, what would they do at this point?
And now for the Titan.
Like, I know they're not like insanely old, but like, Ben Stiller's kind of getting up there.
This is it.
We buy everything here. 1100, 1400, 1550. Oh, we're just like 30 short from buying everything.
I sure could use your aid.
I think we'll buy you 500. This better be a good
In the
one.
name of Hades.
Sure, do that. Take this.
This should help.
Yep. And I think here we'll just take the armor.
Moonlight guide you, my lord.
Try to show Grindhouse when you're available. Be open to that. Who's in Grindhouse? I'm trying to even remember.
Sticks take me.
It's crazier that Courtney is Cassie Sandler's sister.
Kronos.
You look a bit unwell.
All right, Kronos. See what we can do here.
Your latest vainglorious attempt to reclaim Olympus met with some success. Perhaps in the moment you witnessed the father of all monsters and all his terrifying stature.
I think we should be okay unless we get like one shot a lot, because we have like 3 death defiances, even though we have kind of low health.
You'll have nothing left to rule over if he has his way.
No, you gods shall have nothing left to rule over if he has his way, and I mine. Typhon may not be the negotiating type, but we need no agreement to pursue
Planet
the same
Terror and
result.
Death Proof. I think Terror sounds familiar. Death Proof, I don't think rings a bell as much.
Embarrassing.
Should probably be killing these enemies. I'm just like letting them sit around.
That cannot break.
Of course, I got stuck during this, and it's when he's invincible. Well, that was a bit of a waste of a hex, but that's okay. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Let's mess him up. Nice. Phase 2. We can talk about Death Troop because it's your favorite Tarantino.
Enough is enough.
I've accidentally left that circle like too early before. Oh, we got him at the worst time when he's invincible. Yeah, dang it. Well, not really optimizing our hex usage this game, but enemies are kind of messing me up in the background. Oh, get out of the way. Get out of there. Alright, let's try not to use this at the wrong time again. Kinda did, but that's okay. Land Terror is basically a bio-zombie film. Death Grip is about a stuntman who like went with his car. That's pretty aggressive.
We both know that is not what this is about, Titan. And all that plagues this world is not getting any better while we perpetuate it.
If not this world, my girl, then what is this about? What is this?
Not a bad run. Kind of misused the hexes and did take a little bit of damage that last fight, but all things considered. Yeah, people are not big fans of 6, I know.
Of the sand. Such power. There.
Before I do the Zagreus, I'm gonna take a quick step away and we'll do some more runs. I'll be right back. You hate RA5 and 6. Yeah, I haven't played either of them, but I know that's kind of like the hated on ones. I've debated if it goes on sale, maybe I'll consider grabbing it. RA4 remake, picking that up. I never played 4 either, so I know it's supposed to be similar as far as like style to 8. Appreciate that. Yeah, if anyone wants to give the stream a like, appreciate that as always. Can't send other games. Yeah, I don't think if I ever get to those, they'll be kind of further down the list of priority. Maybe if there's like an amazing sale, like an RE collection at some point. Let's see what happens with the Zagreus storyline here. Yeah, 4 is supposed to be great. I've watched, like, back in the day, my friend had it on GameCube. So I've seen a little bit of it. And I did play, when they came out with the remake, there was a demo that I did play. It's the segment where you're in the town, the clock tower with the chainsaw guy. You're kind of just running from building to building. 6 is that bad. 9 comes out, imagine with a super sale. True. True. A lot of times they package, like, I got 7 and 8 because they packaged them together. And I've seen them package, like, 2 and 3, as well as, like, the reverse thing.
Is that? Good news, sister. It took some doing, but I managed to persuade our father to let me hang on to his favorite spear a while.
You did. That's great. But where is it?
Yeah, I would probably pick up. At this point, I feel like most things I'm going to grab on PC.
I have it secure, except I felt a little hesitant about handing it over. Or however you need to get hold of it across this astral psychic, whatever you call it.
Which one? You mean like which Resident Evil? I think 4 is probably the one I would consider next.
I need that spear.
I've debated. I played
What
the
misgivings could you
2
possibly
remake,
have
but I
now?
debate grabbing that one on Steam at some point if it's
Melinoe,
decent deal.
You're asking me to permanently slay a member of our family whom I've never even met. I know it's important, but that...
Yeah, I mean 4 is the only one so I've
don't even know if I
played
can.
before 1, 2, and 3, and then 7 and 8. That's kind of my RE playing experience. I played part of, what is it, Revelations 2? I think it was free for a bit. 1 is good too. Yeah, 1's okay. 1 is very different. I don't know if I prefer the camera style to go with. Yeah, that's the one I played on PlayStation.
Of course you can. What do you mean you don't?
I think it was free 1 month or something. That's when I played it.
Underworld king and queen. We do what is required of us, not merely what we desire.
So you end up getting RE6. It was in a bundle with 4 and 5.
You sound just like father.
That a lot of times that's how that happens.
I sorely wish that he was dead and gone. I'm glad I never had the capability. I might have used it then.
I sound just like father. Good. Yet there you go, comparing him to Kronos once again. Just because they're related.
One of these
doesn't
times I
make
will
them
try
right.
the...
Nor is the
I
situation
mean, a lot of those games I
similar to the
have
one
like
you were
on
in.
Plus on PlayStation, so I don't have access unless I'm actively paying for it. But maybe at some point I'll try Inscription via remote play and see if it runs smoothly enough.
My situation also involved family.
Everyone should know Resident Evil has support. Fair.
We're trying to prevent
I don't know. I talked about the Quarry also. I don't know how well that one would
I
run
can't force you to
the
cooperate
remote
with me,
play or
but I
not,
can haunt your
because
dreams.
technically it's like cutscenes and QuickTime events, which could be dicey, but it's not like a first-person shooter or anything. So
Well, it's a good thing I'm susceptible to threats. This was a lovely chat. See you some other nap time now.
Code Veronica. Yeah, I think the like popular non-mainline entries they'll probably
And mark
remake
you my
because
words,
they're
we're going to fix
they've
this
run out of
situation.
mainline
Let our
entries.
family fall apart.
One is your remake.
I'd settle for the latter bit.
You love the Quarry. Yeah, I feel like I have a unique relationship with the Quarry. I want to like it probably more than I
Fighting.
actually did, but I still had a good time with it.
I understand
The
where Zagreus is
replayability for that
coming
one,
from, but
I
he
didn't feel
hasn't
like
had to
was
go
as
through any of
strong.
this.
There's a lot of like unskippable stuff, which is strange because
The Titan has your
I feel like the
family
older
in his
games
claw,
having
or
unskippable stuff
worse.
makes sense, but you would think they would modernize it a little bit to Also, I kind of think they cheaped out on the ending with the just like text finale. And then like the podcast thing that you have to sit there and listen to.
Not too busy.
But the main guts of the game I did like.
Oversee the renewal project around here. Would you attend to it?
For the story. Just like the prank thing. Yeah, I like that just a prank can. I like that Until Dawn. I mean, we're probably pretty past spoilers for that game at this point, but I like that there's multiple layers to it. Like at first, I mean, it is very like, it's supposed to play like a schlocky slasher movie. But you think like, hey, it's this slasher. And then it's like, oh, there's these monsters. Oh, wait, it's a prank. There's like different enemies. There's the guy with the flamethrower. So I feel like there's a lot more depth to it, probably. But I mean, the quarry looks better. It's more modern, obviously.
I know I can count on you. I'll provide the materials.
The quarry's characters are probably slightly more likable.
Okay, fine.
Although I think
Great.
a lot of the prominent actors they kind of didn't have in the story as much. Like David Arquette's barely in the game. Lin Shaye's barely in the game. Ethan Suplee's kind of barely in the game.
Right.
I don't really like Justice Smith in it, if I'm being honest. I don't know what he was doing with his voice. He has like this deep, like brooding voice for some reason that just comes across as a bit awkward. But it was if you haven't played it before, I would say it's still solid. What am I doing here? Oh, these are just cosmetics. You just now unlock this. Oh. Do I use kudos for anything else, or is it just for this? Oh, there's definitely those things I use for more. Do this.
Let's make it happen.
A witch's tent could always use more dangly stuff.
The core got born to you. I think the first playthrough, it's effective. I think the issue is playing it again. Like, I think it's chapter 7 specifically, where you get a lot of the backstory with like the jail situation. But I think when that's unskippable, when you play for like multiple times, that makes it hard to go back and like play through that section.
This seems promising.
Can do. Some more knickknacks you can organize. Coming right up.
Yeah, there's definitely different levels to how slow some movies or shows can be. We'll buy a silk bed. Yes. We're just unlocking visuals to the
Not that I would know.
main area. I'm assuming there's probably an achievement for unlocking all this stuff, but what do we got here?
My brother Charon is committed to this realm.
We haven't done like any of those.
Kronos fell to you once more. That much I heard. It's an impressive feat, although you mean to bring him death, yet he is deathless. This seems to be a paradox.
That's right. Mortal death is not the end, but mortals often think it is. When we say death to Kronos, we mean it in that absolute way, as impossible as it may seem.
Yeah, I mean, season 1 was definitely probably the slowest paced. Probably the beginning of most of the seasons. You're kind of getting into the world.
So then, to vanquish him must be at least a step toward that end. What shall become of everything if you succeed and time is truly killed? A world without time.
Do you guys like season 2 or 3 of Stranger Things more?
A world
I was thinking about I plan to do a ranking video, probably a short, after season 5 ends. And 2 and 3, I'm torn on my placement between those two. Which one I like more? Goes right into stuff in season 5. Yeah. They give us the quick exposition via the radio, and then after that, it's like
It must be true.
right into things. I thought I would say 3 because 2 has like the Chicago thing that I don't like. But then if I'm thinking like everything outside of that in 2, I probably did like.
I'll just
Like
clean
2 had
this up.
Bob, 2 introduced us to Max. 3 introduced us to Robin, right? I think the only way season 4 is slow in some ways is because it's just longer. Like the episodes are like 2 hours long instead of like 45 minutes. There's just so much more content in 4.
I don't get you people, honestly. So set on making things the way they used
Or
to.
there's sometimes, I don't know if it's, I would say it's slow. There's times where there's plot happening that is not really impactful. Like the California stuff a bit.
Things right, not make them how they used to be.
Although the scene with the
Point, Eris?
guy trying to protect them in that house is a pretty awesome scene. The California cast. 3 is less episodes than 2. It's the same amount if you take away the Chicago episode. 3's your favorite season. The battle at the mall was cool. The Oneer, yeah, from season 4.
What's your point?
Which we did kind of talk about that. The season 5 episode 4 military scene definitely felt like it wanted to repurpose that same idea, which I think it did a good job of doing. I don't know, 2 and 3, I'm torn on which one I like more or less. Because there's parts that I would say from each.
Transmutation complete.
I think season 2 has higher highs and lower lows.
The task proceeds.
Oh, let's get our
Olives.
plants over here.
And soon. I wanted to ask you more about Prometheus. By your own estimation, is he truly mad? And if he stands opposed to all your family, then who set him loose to begin with?
Chris, I have no idea what you're referring to.
He speaks in
Steve's role in Scream 7,
but he doesn't sound as though he's
a
lost
villain,
his mind.
presumably.
My suspicion is that the forces of Kronos liberated him in
Either
exchange for
in
his
reality or a
obedience.
fake villain.
But he's no hired thug, is he?
No, I think not.
Up here. No. Some dialogue, I guess. No, just a shiny thing. Alright, what can we make?
Been meaning to try this.
Ooh, new stuff. I'll do that.
Name Sion. It is done.
Okay, a lot of stuff that we can't make. Need wood. Garlic nectar. There's garlic. Olive. Darkness, huh? The sand plus unknown. So we get those after doing a run. So we get one more run to Kronos. We would get enough sand. I just don't know what the unknown is. Being hit about season 2 is a scene where Billy's dad hit Billy. Yeah, Billy was a character I'm not sure my full thoughts on.
Have a gander.
Oh, more decorations over here, I guess. He was who I got stuck with in my the short I made for my ranking of characters.
Next time you got something to say about me, you come say it to my face. No, you witches would much rather.
Yeah, it's very much one of those situations where how you were treated is how you treat others.
What are you even
He grew up in that kind of environment, so he
you're being accusatory
became that
and
environment.
There, I said that to your face.
Odysseus tried giving me one of his talks, telling me you didn't go complaining to him.
He was concerned with how we're getting on. You're not exactly being subtle, and he's quite perceptive in case you hadn't noticed.
Be quiet.
Moon dust.
I guess we'll keep making stuff over here.
Now
Sure.
we wait. Whatever Whatever I no longer need, I can recycle now.
Ooh. Okay, we can turn into that stuff. I don't think I'll do any of those because I don't know what I'll want per se. Oh, this is the fish thing.
Here's a big one.
I'll be okay with that. I'm hoping we get more Mind Flayer stuff in season 5. I've gone back and forth a little bit if I think the Mind Flayer or Vecna is the real big bad. What do we got here? I can make some of those. We'll do that. Elle was only able to bring Billy back at the end because she talked about Billy's mom.
I've run into Lord Hermes at the summit of Olympus, making preparations against Typhon with the rest. Have you been able to cross paths with him?
I did see him curious. I'd put that poll out about whether or not you guys think time travel is going to be incorporated into the ending of the show. And Lego put out a set in which there is a picture of the same picture that teacher draws on the board with like the wormhole type stuff. So I don't know if that is just happens to be there or if there's some more purpose behind that. But we'll have to see.
Think I can raise my grasp.
Mr. Clark, oh, the teacher, yeah. I know you said he's one of your faves.
Concentrate.
Always has purpose. Yeah, I think a lot of times they don't reference something unintentionally. Like it feels like there's a point behind a lot of stuff. Like the Wrinkle in Time stuff they've been doing. Like the Back to the Future references they had. Like obviously they're fun to do, but I think there's also more meaning behind it. Okay, what do we want to go with here? We can once again do one more, but I don't know if any of these I really want to add. Maybe we just keep as is. You can do the money one, take this off instead.
Moving on.
Okay, these three we have, they're all maxed. We have these two.
Wisdom of the past.
And we have the whole top row, and then those two. So I can do this. And it costs a lot of dust to use. Sure.
So that's it.
Probably fine. One, the bathtub, salt. 2, dart. 3, magnets. Oh, with the teacher. Oh, we have another chaos thing to do. Oh, we have 2 of them to do. Interesting.
Word reached me that this past night you achieved what you set out to
Yeah,
do.
never-ending story. That was a funny one.
Major congrat.
Thank you.
You guys think we're gonna get his Susie back, his girlfriend?
And she even gives credit where credit is due.
Maybe at like the end with like an epilogue thing where we show like all the old characters. Yeah, I don't know if we just assume Dustin is like checked out with life. So like he neglected Steve, so probably neglected Susie too. I assume Dustin's gonna get like a comeback around moment in the second half here, where him and Steve like kind of make up, and he becomes the more like funny, loving character, because he was a little bit darker in the first half. Obviously, it made sense, but definitely changed it up a little bit.
What are we thinking?
There's decorating everywhere here. Sure, I'll give it to you.
Oh, you don't need to get this kind of stuff.
Or Dustin dies.
I can just take whatever stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Can't take this while I'm out.
if somebody dies, I don't have Dustin high on my list. I think people would riot if Dustin
I'm
died.
rested well enough.
Maybe we'll do the 2 chaos things here. I forgot on season 4. Yeah, I don't remember his like Susie when she was kind of like last involved. All right, let's do these two. Probably this one first. It's probably gonna be a little bit easier.
This loadout's worth a shot.
Yeah, Hopper they definitely tease us with a little bit too much. That kind of annoyed me honestly in the most recent episode.
There's that rancid scent.
Ooh, do we do the chaos here? Is it worth doing? Sure.
A little pain is all.
Like the fake out with him self-sacrificing has gotten wild. How many times they're gonna do it to us?
I anticipated speaking to you thus as you explore the possibilities within the Standing Stone.
Sure, yeah, I mean, it didn't make sense to him for him to, like, prioritize her, but you would think maybe she would come up at some point. Ooh, new things. Take this one, I think. I know a lot of people had some gripes, too, with the Demogorgon, like, threat level. I don't know if there's, like, they have kind of an armor type skin or something, but there were some valid points made that Mrs. Wheeler is able to like stab one and fend one off with a wine bottle, but at the military base, like soldiers just unloading bullets on all these Demogorgons, and they're just not even being phased. So there's a bit of a ambiguity with how durable the Demogorgons are. What do we want here? Probably you. Just sit back and snipe. Nice.
Flame sigil.
Hopper's fake death for 3 into 4. Yeah, I mean, it fit the plot for sure. But I feel like them doing it again recently was kind of redoing that whole situation again. Okay, attacks probably here. I think Russian stuff comes back. I'm curious about that too. I would lean towards no, just because there's so much stuff they have to wrap up, but maybe. I want that. I don't think I want to sacrifice anything here.
Don't look down.
I think they just gave up. I don't know. I think it just depends on if it fits what they're trying to do.
In the name of Hades.
'Cause, I mean, they've shown a willingness to kind of focus on what they want to focus on. Like the Chicago stuff, for example, really never got brought up again. So I think it depends on if it's part of the bigger picture or not. You.
They'll burn.
Yeah, could be. Could be. They just have so many plot lines to try to conclude here. We'll just do this one. And they keep adding new ones too. Like we have like the whole Jonathan having a ring for Nancy, stuff like that, that has to have some kind of payoff. So there's just so many things that they need to flush out more.
Where'd you get off to, Witchy? The underworld's gutter for the looks of it, all cold and wet. Piss poor working conditions, that much is clear.
But we'll see. We'll find out, obviously. We don't really... We have 2 of those? Guess we could do that. Sure.
My silver.
Yeah, I mean, they typically will converge towards the end of a season, feels like. Oh, no, I hate this. This is probably my least favorite boss. Mini boss, that is. Just so annoying. Got him there. So the time travel thing? Yes, the time travel thing. I do expect, obviously I kind of did it in a joking way, but in my short where I talked about how they will end the show, I expect us to do like the D&D thing a bit where, I don't know if Max will be out of Vecna's mind by this point, but I could see her being like attacking Vecna's mind or distracting him there. You have Elle and Will fighting him with their powers. Maybe 8 if she's still alive. And everybody like doing like the Avengers team up on Vecna type thing. Where they lean back into the D&D characters, like Will's the sorcerer, Dustin's the bard, whatever everyone else's roles are. Where it's a very like cohesive, everybody taking on the final boss type thing. With their own unique like contribution. That's kind of nice. Let's do that. The upside down is the wormhole. Yeah, she's definitely getting out at some point. It's just a matter of how much she will still be doing stuff in Vecna's mind between now and then. Your willingness to power will backfire. Possibly. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. He's in Vecna's like I would say like security system, but he's like inside Vecna's like secure area where he has access to stuff that Vecna didn't mean for him to have access to, but that kind of goes both ways. Where Vecna can probably impact Will too. I mean, it very much is the... I mentioned it maybe being 11, but it feels like maybe more Will now. With the Dragonheart type of thing, where they're connected.
The name of Hades.
What happens to one happens to the other one.
Greater strength.
Let's see what we get here.
Would be a better path.
These options are not the strongest. Yeah. It's a good analogy. The Harry Potter Voldemort thing with his scar and all that stuff. Shop, I guess. I think this is probably like the last room, honestly.
It's Charon.
Okay, we can only buy one, which sucks. Don't need the health. Sure.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Sure.
Some sacrifices must be made.
Yeah, it almost feels like like how The Last of Us have like the spores whenever you like step on one, which they kind of abandoned that in the recent season. But the point being, they're all connected. They can hear what's happening with the other ones.
All of this tainted gold. You'll see that it's disposed of properly, Lord Charon. I long to see that night.
I am curious how much of like the Will like story coming full circle to season 1 was the plan all along versus like when they were writing season 5 specifically, that's when they decided, let's go back to our roots.
Lady? What'd you think of our latest number, lady? Critics say Bewitching Eyes reveals a soulful, more vulnerable side of skill in the siren.
I couldn't make out all the lyrics while fighting back, you lot, but you sing of red and
You
green
think it was the plan?
bewitching eyes and love potions and such. Is this truly how you feel about me?
No. Why would I feel any of those things, especially about you, lady? It's called a fictionalized work. And besides, Jenny mostly wrote that one. Hit it, gals!
Ooh. Lamb is the featured artist, huh? Kinda sucks. I can normally kill them last. We're cruising through this, I believe, at this point.
Blasted catchy song. A gift.
Max knowledge escape victim's mind. Yeah, that could be. I mean, to your points, the episode title.
Mission complete.
A lot of people have had mixed thoughts on Holly's character thus far. It did seem like her character aged quite a bit, which I believe they've switched actors this season. Like it's a different person than it was previously. Which I think is fine because she was mostly a minor character previously, so. She's been okay. I know going into it, I didn't really want more new characters, but it fits at least. Anything here? What we got here?
This should work. Askion Kataski.
Yeah, it was twins before.
So mote it be.
Alright, let's do the other, this one's probably gonna be a little bit harder. Because it's, on the surface. And it's with the sister blades.
Skipped me ahead. And I feel...
Yeah, if you're having the character be that prominent in the story, one person makes more sense. I don't know, like, if the, to your point, the twins, if they were not wanting that role, if they, the Duffer Brothers or whoever just thought that this other person would do better, maybe.
We did it, Rocky.
Yeah, thematically it's worked a little bit. They're primed a lot, but I don't know if I need magic.
Olympian defenses.
I think my main concern with adding new characters is a lot of times it means you're introducing new people that can die so that you don't have to have that happen to the main cast, but I don't think Holly or Derek are gonna die. I think they're too young for characters. And also I didn't want them to take away from our existing cast because there's a lot of them that need more time to shine, I think. We'll take the Zeus, probably. Imagine Holly gets powers. I mean, I told you, Avengers, everybody's going to be doing their own contribution, so I don't think she'll get powers, but I think everyone's going to chime in and help in some fashion. Like in the first half, like Robin's kind of been like the strategist, bit, so forth.
You've seen it now firsthand. Our great mountain is perpetually
She probably gets attacked a lot.
and we've not had a moment's peace of late. Yet this trial only makes us stronger as a family.
True. Yeah, she was given her little figure to play her role, which is probably significant. I wondered if she would like drop that and then that be like assigned to Mike where she was going, but it could imply she just has a piece on the board now too. Ooh. We'll do the Ares one. I haven't gotten to do much Ares because he's kind of new to the surface. Before the final attack, it kind of feels like we need to do the thing where we represent the plan via D&D. So he's got a piece now, so she can be part of that. Like I could see her like them making the plan and her like putting her little chess piece on the board.
What forces could have brought you suddenly as far as you have come? Perhaps there are such.
I mean, they talked about it. Ted's in a coma, and
allegiances of which we need not know.
Mrs. Wheeler had surgery, and she's able to kind of communicate at this point. I do feel like they probably should have killed off those characters. I don't know. Maybe at least Mr. Wheeler. I mean, he's funny and stuff, and probably didn't deserve to be killed, but there's like very little stakes when you're not willing to do that even. Let's do that.
Death to our foes.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised though, like in this world where Vecna's doing all this crazy stuff, and he's like having his sister talk about this imaginary person. He didn't stop to think like maybe there's something up there, or like tell his friends even like, hey, you know, my sister's seeing some like guy. Do you guys think that has anything to do with Vecna? I'll use all of these.
Delivery coming soon. Could use this right now.
Right now. Special delivery.
Anti slow-mo, eyes open. Yeah.
At last.
I mean, it goes back to the point I mentioned earlier where, like, these soldiers are getting just destroyed by... I know, like, shows do that where, like, you have a lot of armor for your main characters, but they're not really... The parents aren't really main characters, so you could afford to have them get attacked. Like how in the end, Joyce just gets, like, pushed off to the side by Vecna, but all the soldiers conveniently get, like, their heads pushed through and stuff. Like, okay, I get it. It's kind of cool. Sure.
Yes.
Head was swinging the golf club. Yeah. Do we want more Ares? Sure.
Must be the mountain pass my
We're at the shop.
helped me find.
No, we're just...
Hear me, on my authority.
Okay, don't have that. It's my special currently. Dues.
The elements escape.
All right. What we got here?
Cove unafflicted.
Anything else around here? Bird? I guess we'll just do more Ares. Mini boss though. Oh, this guy. This guy's kind of a pain.
Not had enough of me, Draken.
Do I have a hex? It seems like I do. Oh, our armor's gone. Don't like that. Nice.
A magnificent beast, but a threat.
What's up?
Olympus, I accept this message.
I can only pick this. There's only one option.
Very well.
That's it. Okay. Well, probably wasn't worth going to see Ares. Probably should have gone to... You know, we'll alter this. We don't ever do that. Okay, we'll take the health, I guess. Probably should have gone to see Uncle Zeus. Or I guess Father Zeus, depending on the lore, I guess.
There it is.
All right, we gotta be close to the boss. Is this one the Cyclops? Take more max health. We do have 3 death defiances, so probably pretty good here.
for me.
You watched a Mike Flanagan film. It's a Stephen King short, The Life of Chuck. I can't tell if that sounds familiar. It's got Tom Hiddleston and Mark Hamill. Pretty big name. All right, the Ares one, I guess we'll take it, but they only gave us one thing last time. Sci-fi fantasy drama. Sci-fi fantasy makes sense with those two for sure. But it sounds like you probably were a fan. Flanagan doing non-horror is kind of interesting. I mean, sci-fi is a bit adjacent to that.
Eagle spotted me.
Dang eagle. Okay. Thank you, eagle. I don't think we have a hex.
The boon from chaos just took hold.
Oh, both these are new. I mean, we gotta pick the legendary one, right? You go into it blind, just absorb it. When did it come out? I assume probably, I would guess like 5 years ago, maybe. Well, I guess that was pandemic. Somewhere in that range, maybe. We have a lot of gold. I think we go this way.
Some coins.
What came out last year? Where's the hex thing here?
Greetings to you.
We're gonna buy all these things.
That was my boon.
You have no memory of Nyx. It was the night herself who found me.
Yeah, I'll probably not watch it for a bit then if it's not on anything. But I imagine at some point, if it came out last year, it's one of those that's maybe just give it time. Okay.
Your foes shall shudder.
Like to work with the same people. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people in Hollywood, they have like their go-tos. Like even, I'm thinking of like Nolan, who uses a lot of the same cast from like the Batman stuff, Inception. They gotta appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, let me know if it comes to any services. I still need to watch. Ooh, I'm glad we have our Death Defiances because Prometheus kind of can suck. I still need to watch that movie that you and Rusty mentioned that I wrote down.
Perhaps you simply know less than you think. And now you're going to call me arrogant or something, I suppose.
Yeah, and the problem is new stuff keeps coming out, so it's like the list, even if you shorten it by watching stuff, it just keeps growing too. Okay, we do have a hex now, so there is a benefit to using my magic. Okay, here we go.
Show me what little foresight you can muster.
2, 3, 2. It is interesting when they do that. I've seen people call it like mid, top. I don't think different names people use for the 3 columns to stand between. Ooh, fire's getting me. Keep standing in this fire. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Come on. Oh, for some reason I was thinking I was going to throw my cast. Where'd you go? You're off screen. Dang it. Alright, Death Defiance is probably about to trigger, but that's okay. There we go.
I knew that this would be a struggle, but I'll always take a chance I may be wrong.
Tim Burton likes working with Jenna Ortega, Johnny Depp. Definitely Johnny Depp. That would also help if you're in a relationship with somebody. It's the Paul W.S. Anderson and Mila Jovovich situation.
Saw that coming. Stardust. Done. Sting away. Return to shadow now.
Right. Another trial down. Those are definitely fun to do, like little bite-sized runs. Let's see, we got more plants. No, come on, one. We have one room for those. Anything up here? No. Okay. Well, unfortunately, we still have to do a whole another run to get those to go through. True. I mean, Sandler does that. He uses his buddies in all of his movies. Okay, what weapon do we want to use next? I haven't used the axe in a while. Maybe we can try that. Gains attack power and more health. Maybe we'll just upgrade this a few times. We'll go with this. I think we'll do another underground run to get the 7th of those things. I don't know what the question mark is going to be, though.
Zorafat.
Zorafat, that's the name. How do we... I normally go here to swap out which one I'm using, don't I? Is that a thing? I thought that... Yeah.
The aspects of the nocturnal arms.
Maybe I only have one, and that's why it's just defaulting to that one. That's probably the case. Yeah, I know. I haven't watched any of their stuff. I know Emma Stone's in a bunch too. Rather be an actor? I'd probably rather be more behind the scenes. Honestly, when I was a kid, that was like my dream job, was being a director. But I made like a bunch of movies and stuff when I was younger too. All right, which way? Go here and get our 7th one, probably. Do we want to turn on one of these? Make it a little bit harder? I think we shall. I don't really understand the layout of here, because in the first game, you had to only do like one skull at a time. So I'm a little bit unsure of...
I swear it, Nix.
That... I don't know if we just assume that that's the case, where you have to do it one at a time or not, but... We'll just throw one on, I guess. And go from there.
For the living and the dead.
Fear spreads.
We'll see. I don't know if I have that ability.
I was born
but I'd be open to at least watching them at some point. At least like one to see if I get like enjoy the style.
Kronos.
Kronos warrants every bit of justice you dispensed and more, my niece. I was already angry with him after everything he'd done, and that was prior to my realizing that he'd unleashed terrifying Typhon on us all.
Yeah, being an actor would be tough for sure. Put yourself out there. I mean, when I made movies as a kid, I was also like in them, so. But I think I like the idea of like making a story a little bit more than acting in it. Okay, your Omega makes you restore. Sure. It's not really a great one, but it's a good one to like maybe have later on as a secondary option. Yeah, it'd be fun. I mean, there's obviously pros and cons. I don't know if this is true because once again, everything Stranger Things I think I just see online, but somewhere I thought I saw David Harbour like say he preferred life pre-Stranger Things because he was less like recognized, I guess. He can more just exist.
It's yours.
But whether or not he actually said that, I feel like that's a reality for a lot of people where it's like, I think Tom Holland's the same way where he likes doing acting, but he kind of just wants to fade into the background. Another like sports example, Aaron Rodgers, I think he has said before when we'll see if this is true. He claims when he retires from football, you won't ever see him like again. He's just gonna like go live his life.
Darkness. I'm grateful for this gift.
We gotta pick the top one because it's new. Ooh, I can't attack. So just specials and cast for 4 encounters. Being famous sucks. There's definitely, it's a give and take for sure. Pros and cons. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people, I think they like the profession, but they don't care for the extra that comes with. It's kind of funny. Different cultures, I feel like, handle celebrity status differently. Like in America, it's very much an idolized thing. Whereas I know like Barbados, for example, like if you're a celebrity, you don't really get bothered, which is why I think Rihanna's from Barbados. She, I think, doesn't get like stopped on the street like she would in America. So it's just interesting how different cultures treat stardom a little bit differently. I don't like having to use only my special. I think with the axe, the special, I don't particularly like the whole like uppercut thing. Early on, it's okay just to stick with that.
Tula, catch. Caught out. Ooh, a soul belly.
Yeah, the paparazzi, it would be annoying to deal with. I think they're annoying now. Just like I don't need to see somebody's every like move. Like leave them alone. Double-edged sword for sure. Which, you know, a lot of people will give the answer like, "Oh, must be real tough. You're getting paid so much, and all that stuff." But I am generally of the mindset of you can sympathize with somebody even if you can accept that, like, yes, there are clear benefits to their lifestyle. Okay, we have one option, so there's that.
Something I need.
These all expire. We also don't need to do any of them, so we're not going to. Let's do the X. There's also, like, I feel like a ton of directors that star in their stuff, too. Like, Shyamalan's the classic example. I thought I saw a clip. I don't think it's happened yet, so I think it's an upcoming episode. But I think the guy who created Welcome to Derry is going to be in one of the next couple episodes. Probably the next one, I would guess. I thought I saw some clip where he's in it, because I've seen the, like, after show stuff. And it looked like he was in one of the flashback scenes with, like, the circus.
I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
Mother Nyx, in all her grace, began referring to me as the Eye of Night, for I could see.
Yeah, and I've heard people say before if they got their channels to be too large, it'd be like way more overwhelming. I think frequently people think the chat would be too much to handle, which I don't know. Obviously, a bigger community is cool, but I would probably just want a strong community, whether it's large or small. I think we'll do this one. I didn't really like it when I had it, but I saw somebody using it more effectively, where they just like launch it and then they just kind of ignore it afterwards. The slow one was interesting too, which could be beneficial for my slow ass axe that I'm spinning around. We'll take this out.
Total eclipse.
Because against like Kronos, we can use that when we're standing in the circle. All right, this is gonna be the guy who shoots the thorns, isn't it? That or the guy who makes the room black. The life of paparazzi is definitely for nosy people. Yeah, I don't know. That would be as far as a job I wouldn't ever want to do. Doing like paparazzi stuff. I feel like you're just constantly being annoying. Barely handle chat to begin with. I think you do a good job at it. It's definitely challenging, especially depending on like during some games and stuff. I could see that being tough to I used my attack jet. I have one more room, I think. I'll do that. Like doing this, I generally have to clear a room out before I'm able to engage with chat.
Enough.
Lord Ares is finally back. Nothing makes a war official like when he shows up.
Yeah.
Things haven't always gone our way.
Yeah, that'd be cool getting like photos of like a concert and stuff like that. We'll do this one. I don't do it a lot, but it is fun like doing photography with like nature and stuff too. Like I shared that picture previously that I took of like the boat and the beach and stuff. Oh, I didn't expect to see somebody here. But I don't do it a whole lot. Also, I just used like my camera or my phone on my camera, not like a legit camera.
Gray-eyed Athena, as wise and calculating as they say.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, Hades doesn't overly align with a lot of stuff I do on the channel when it comes to videos and content stuff. So I would say just have fun.
Most of the rest.
Your
She
point.
must really have her hands full holding back the Titans' armies gathered at the mountain's base.
You have an issue comparing yourself to others. I probably have more of an issue giving myself a higher standard than I give others. Like I can allow mess ups with other people a lot more than I can myself. One of these two, I think. Do this one.
Certainly. Thanks, Arachne.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, Hades is probably a little bit more unique because it's timely, it's relevant for now. I mean, I was prior to me playing it, when I was debating seeing if I wanted to play it, I was checking people out, streaming it, which honestly, there's surprisingly not a whole lot of people that are, at least on YouTube, maybe on Twitch there are, they're streaming Hades too. If I can use my attack finally. It does more damage supposedly. Nice.
Rest again for now.
Oh, you got the Ninja Turtles trilogy. Nice. Are those streaming anywhere? I would definitely give those a watch. I talked about I kind of wish I saw the first one when it was in theaters this... Oh, right? This summer. Which I mean, I had a good time seeing Shin Godzilla, so I probably would still have seen that, but I saw that Shin Godzilla's on HBO now anyway. which kind of surprised me. But I guess all the old Toho ones are on there. Oh, there goes our armor. Maybe we should have taken the 60 armor instead.
Thank you, Selene.
Health, I think, here. True. YouTube is more variety when it comes to just, which is very game oriented, definitely. Like you can do just chatting and stuff over there, but definitely does tend to lean towards gaming. God, we just ate all of those shots. Which is partially why I didn't start playing games on the channel, obviously, so I started on YouTube instead of Twitch, because gaming wound up being an extra that wasn't originally intended. Artemis, what you got for me?
Bigger problems on Olympus than we counted on, I hear. Our worst fears realized and so on. You'd think I'd be more capable of tracking prey that's Typhon size.
Oh, the first two are on YouTube? You have the second one you can do in Discord. Did I miss something? What do you mean by 5.0?
Kronos, me perhaps. But if it's any consolation, finding Typhon ought to be quite easy at this point.
But I'll maybe, if they're on, the first two are on YouTube. I've had a pretty good experience watching stuff on there. Like I watched, a couple years ago, we watched, Frailty on there. Wasn't too bad. Ah, gotcha. Yeah. We've certainly expanded. We just diversified, changed paths. I mean, my first video on the channel was talking about collectibles. We've moved in a different direction from that at this point. Sure.
Again, this moonlit grove in Erebus.
Yes, but not in the same way. I'm pretty sure somebody had uploaded them for that version. Although that's probably on Disney now, so we could probably watch that if we wanted to. Right, another new thing we got to pick up. We're trying to complete everything. Yeah, I think somebody had just posted it, to be honest. That's the same way I watched King of Queens years ago. True. I mean, that's kind of how I view. I've said this before, but we'll go here. A lot of people I watch on YouTube, not always, but I'll watch stuff that I don't have a personal interest in. It just, I think it's fun hanging out with the person. Granted, I don't know if I have that kind of allure either, but what do you first?
I love it.
But seeing somebody talk about something that they're passionate about is kind of fun regardless. All right, we just pissed off Poseidon.
Dangerous waters with such antics, niece. If you so wish to see what lurks in these depths, fine.
Yeah, we should watch Boy Meets World again since it is on Disney.
I'm sorry.
I don't think I've. That's not true. I did watch Heavyweights. I'm trying to think.
He's angry with me
I've watched
now.
stuff on Hulu, but I don't think Disney specifically. Even though they didn't they converge technically now? Oh, I did watch Brink also when I watched Heavyweights, which was awesome to watch. I was a little concerned when I watched the beginning of that. It seemed like very bad. Then I was like, okay, it still holds up.
You just wiped the floor with all of those have-beens.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for hanging out, Matthew. Take it easy, and definitely hope you feel better. Oh, we can watch Eras. Yay. Yay. Is that still on there? I wouldn't be surprised if she pulled that, had it be a timed thing. Probably the top one. Well, It is early, actually. We haven't done Hecate yet, even. Let's do the bottom one. He'll check. Thank you. I was hoping you would. I did post. I didn't do it on YouTube. I posted Discord, which you're obviously not on there. But you, I think, know that I Prevail. They blew up in popularity originally because they covered Blank Space. Brian, their former Clean singer, they still have their screamer. Oh, let's go this way. Left the band and started his own thing. And his first song came out recently, and it's another Swift cover. It's whatchamacallit? What's the one he did? It's on like the tip of my brain here. I think I posted it as I said. Look What You Made Me Do. He made a song for that, so curious if you would like that one or not. Don't worry, it's still on there. Oh, we're talking Eras Tour. Yeah.
Question. Tell me, ere we clash again. Has your
Just
brother
yeah,
come
people
to
were sharing their
understand
stuff the other day
the
on that.
necessity of his participation in your task?
It's been a bit of a struggle.
I assume yours is like
Found a suitable weapon in our father's
that.
sphere, but he hasn't granted me its essence yet.
21 Pilots, Ed Sheeran. Maybe some Tillian, Bring Me the Horizon.
Then tell him what he needs to hear if that is what it takes to spur him on. I do not like having to count on him any more than you, but his cooperation is an absolute necessity.
I need more than his cooperation. I need his trust.
Yeah, my Pandora told me that Bad Omens I watched or listened to a lot this year.
As are the methods you employ to achieve it. But achieve it.
Right, last year. Yeah, we haven't probably you've probably more listened to stuff on your own and not with me, so that would make sense that they probably were not on it this year. Also, we just did so much damage. I should have held that down more than I did, but is it not gonna land? Oh, it didn't throw it. Well, that's a little late for that. Cat, are you gonna do something? Cat? There you go. Goodbye. See you. I don't know who some of those are. I know Hosier and Sheeran, obviously. I don't know who Noah or Vinny are.
The secret to the vow of rivals. I passed the test.
I don't know. Would I know any Noah or Vinny songs? Like, I don't know too many. I traditionally stuck with like popular music, at least knowing it, but I don't listen to the like regular radio much these days. I doubt it. Okay.
Couldn't hurt.
They are popular. I just probably, as I said, I don't stay in the loop as much as I probably used to. I didn't really mean to start with that boon, but we did. So there's that. We'll do hers, I guess, since we do have some weak stuff already.
Ah, so Poseidon gave you his blessing, has he now? What are you going to do? Pour water on me?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still pretty current just on like metalcore specifically. I don't hear a lot of like pop, like today's pop. Most of the pop songs I know are like dated to like 2010 to like 2013. That's probably my most well-known era. This is a song with Hosier. Northern Attitude. The name doesn't ring a bell, but I think most of the songs I just know it from the sound instead of the name. True, you do prefer music that you've heard before. Which, I mean, makes sense. A lot of people... I think a lot of people will do the thing where they don't like a song. The one that comes to mind... Actually, there's some songs that come like full circle where it's like, I don't really like that, and then I grow to like it, and then I hear it so much I go back to not liking it. The one that comes to mind is Take Me Out by Franz Ferdinand. I remember first hearing that song, I'm like, this song kind of sucks. And then eventually I was like, all right, this song kind of vibes. And then I heard it enough times, I'm like, all right, this song sucks again. So it could be in kind of in phases. I don't know that song. Take Me Out, yeah. Like, that's a classic example I'll give of a song that I bounced back and forth on my thoughts.
Chaos, I heard your call.
Okay, gotta do this one. Honestly, that's a pretty fair trade-off. We have a ton of coins by the end of this.
In you go, Marty.
Speaking of that, there is a shop there. Sure.
The possibilities.
Illumination.
Yeah. I would say even... No matter the genre, that's probably true. Like, you aren't a fan of metal, but if I play a metal song for like the 5th time, I feel like you vibe to it more than like a new pop song. Familiarity is definitely your strength. It's kind of a lot of... It's either top or the bottom here. Pick the top one, I guess, but the bottom one, I don't think I want that, to be honest.
The shrines of Lord Hermes that I've seen around the surface. I noticed they take offerings of gold as well. I take it the two of you are back in business then.
It's probably easier listening to new music when it's like a artist you know too.
Then may business be good.
Like, so-and-so's got a new song. Then it's like, while it's new, it's kind of like familiar still. Mini boss?
Here goes.
Rat.
Time to shine.
You suck. You already hit me. Let's wind up. I'm just kind of gonna tank damage against this guy. Just blast him here. Nice, that was a big hit. There's so many things exploding though.
Not really.
Yeah, that would probably be an overlap for you guys, interest-wise, your own pilots.
Cattail seeds.
I've listened to the new stuff a little bit. The one I did hear on the radio that I started listening to, is it called City Walls? Is that the name of it? Something like that.
I accept this message. This feeling, oh.
witchy writing music. It's a unique category. That's like on Pandora back in the day. I had a station that was called like rap strength training. It's like a very specific need. Yeah, I think you and I both, the Blurry Face album are kind of our favorites by them, which is, I don't want to say they're most like popular, but they're most like mainstream album probably. Although you like their one after that quite a bit, like the one with Chlorine and what's the other one on there? Probably Nectar here. Nico and the Niners, yeah, that one there too. Vestal's your favorite? You're just sitting there, dude. I need you to wake up.
Vaporized.
Doing a good job at avoiding taking damage. I think even though we have that one difficulty thing on, it's probably not strong enough to be a problem. I'm bad with album. I think a lot of people are like much better. I'm good with artists, I'm good with songs, but especially now because they don't really sell albums anymore. I definitely suck with like album names. Unless I physically owned like the CD, I think I generally am bad with album names. Or if like the title is the name of one of their songs on it. Okay, I think we can still do this. I've paid for this one time and it didn't pan out, but let's do it.
I have the gold.
I think you're the same as me though, like you probably couldn't name a lot of albums in general.
What's in this one?
Poseidon, yeah. Let's see what he's got to say.
In the name of Hades.
I always want to take the bottom one, but it doesn't feel like it's that worthwhile.
A wave of power.
Yeah, one of my best friends has I assume he still likes them now, but he has a tattoo of 21 Pilots. I think he was into them pretty early on. But yeah, they've been around for quite a bit for sure.
Neither I am gonna claw nor bewitching eyes concern our meetings. Though if you're drawn to me, you have an odd way of showing it.
No way! You're the one who always shows up here, lady. You are obviously drawn to me. Or one or more of us. Jenny knows it, Roxy knows it, everyone in Oceanus knows it.
Oh, come on, Skilla. I'll admit I don't dislike your songs as much as I previously let on.
They kept changing the bars in the logo. Yeah, the one he's got, it's just like, it's very simple. Which is probably, if I got a tattoo, it'd be probably also simple. It's just like the two lines with like the slash through it or whatever.
Oh, you hear that, girls? That's as far as she'll go. I told you.
For tracking listeners here. Sounds like a good list of stuff. Yeah, you probably listened via me. I mean, you could probably recite all 6 President songs. I know a lot of people like in that genre are very against that band because they think they sound kind of generic, whatever. And I think a lot of people just don't like when people achieve success. But I was a fan of President. They were definitely a standout for me this year. Okay, you're done. Need you to stand there. Oh, you just left the circle. Yeah, we have this charged up, and then like something gets so close to me, so I have to stop charging it. I'm not gonna use my HEC yet. I'm gonna wait for round 2 right now. I'm gonna throw this. I wish I could throw it farther right, but I can't. Gotta be a little bit more careful taking damage because I am taking 20% more, so I can't just tank everything. But the drummer's gone. Can I pull off the spin? Nope. You guys just all stand right here, please. Come back, guitar player. Keep only hitting the singer. Let's try not to have to waste a Death Defiance. Pop this now on you. Nice. It's close.
Show's over.
Generic, whatever's actually your favorite genre. Fair. It was a while ago. It was farther than it seems like. I've seen that like meme where it's like, when you think 2010 was like a few years ago, it's like, wait a minute.
No sirens, thank the gods.
That is true, yeah.
Look upon me. Resisted me.
Yeah, I guess like January or something, 2010. You're thinking like year, like class year would have been 2009. Okay. That's kind of nice. Getting max health, but I don't heal. Sure. All right. What do we want to do here? Could just keep it on the same. We'll do this, I think.
Big drop. There's no clear path in sight.
Okay. Money. Take that. I keep like finding I hate this thing. The tree like at the end of this room.
Some glass rock.
I mean, I feel like in general, my music taste from... I feel like most people kind of like lean towards what they listened to in high school as like they're continuing to be their favorite. For some reason, that era feels like it's typically what sticks the longest.
Clear. One remains.
One remains. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's the ending.
Unseen sigil over there.
There's that. It's the. I think that's the last thing in here, regardless. But I'd like to find the dang tree. I'm realizing the cat. I think I have to dash by the cat, not attack it. I think dashing is what breaks it up. Nice. Hera, I don't really need anything from you right now, but let's see what you have, I guess.
Queen of Olympus, I am humbled to have earned your favor, and will do
That's
everything
honestly, that's what I was
I can
thinking. All that remains. Speaking of bands from high school. Taylor Swift and Plain White Tees. Yeah, I mean, Plain White Tees are not one that I really listen to anymore, but those were from them.
Pity to have only met in circumstances such as these. Yet families all go through their ups.
Yeah, they were solid. I feel like I only know like 2 songs by them, but they were definitely on the radio a ton. That's gonna be hard to do. I would have to get one more fire, one more rock, I guess. How many common boons do I even have, honestly? What is this?
Our bond renewed.
Singer was shorter than me. The very nice part I would consider the most important part.
Some assistance, please. Come on out. Easy catch for Tula.
Yeah, that song was one of them. What was the other one that they had? It was the more popular one, I think, than that one even. Hey there, Delilah. Is that it? That's the one I'm thinking of? What is this? This is new.
Without a scratch.
I assume this isn't really timed because I'm getting an item afterwards. So it can't be like reduced per se.
As the shadows dance.
Cool. We'll take that for sure.
I grow strong.
What was that hair thing we just grabbed? Was that the thing that was multiplying? We didn't pick up that one, actually. I think we'll pick this one.
Let me past. They think they caught a live one.
I mean, having Warped Tour recently definitely didn't help my rekindling of some of those older songs. You guys are so annoying. So much lightning. Oh my gosh. Just go away. I don't even have time to like use my charge up. We are gonna hit you with the hex though. We're gonna blast you with that. Please tell me. Okay, that didn't really even do that much, unfortunately, but nice.
Crude sorcery at best.
I guess I didn't have to kill the other ones. It seemed like it ended when she died. I'm so behind on. You play less could be a lot worse. True. That is true. Okay, you're just singing the song at this point. Gift? I'll give you a gift.
Great Hephaestus, your work is beyond compare, and I'm grateful for your candor with me as well. Please.
Anytime I get an offering, it's because somebody wants something from me. You're already getting premium service, but hey.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't like deep into their catalog. I couldn't tell you
I know, I reckon.
most of the songs that weren't just like popular. Honestly, those are the two that kind of come to mind right now. Other bands for sure. I could get a little bit farther. Plain White Tees was just okay, I thought, as far as like what I listened to. But then again, I don't know if I listened to much of their other stuff, so I don't know. Maybe I would have liked it. And those were two good songs, so.
A coward goes to battle clad in plating head to toe. A coward far more likely to withstand his wounds, but still.
Yeah, I didn't have the CD, but I would imagine I've heard other ones. And that. I mean, it is a little bit late too. That doesn't help. I guess we're going to see Echo, right? Echo. Yeah, Panic at the Disco is more your style. I knew like I write sins, not tragedies, but that's about my extent of them.
There's something I wanted to say. It's really nothing, but wise fellow with a very keen sense of self-worth.
First album only for you.
I hope
All their song names are just like that though, where it's like a sentence long. They would struggle with the YouTube algorithm with their titles of their videos. Having like 20 words in one title.
Be strong, okay? Be strong. Strong. Strong.
Nice. You said hands down. I was thinking Dashboard Confessional there for a second.
I know that, Hound.
Ooh, hello, dog.
You're on a scouting mission for
I assume I can't give you a thing until next time I see you. Yeah, I can't give you a treat.
Off she goes.
Okay, we don't really need magic. I don't want the other two, though. I guess we'll go this way. I could have a lot of coins by the end of this.
Evening.
What you want, Nemesis?
Well, look who. Also lost here in these fields, I guess. Trade you a map or something if I had one, but you wouldn't have been able to afford it, so I'd use it to get out of here myself.
Fall Out Boy's album. I remember there's this one girl who's like claimed her mom dated Pete Wentz. I don't know if that was true or not, but kind of that was one of the unique. Like, how many bands do you think the most popular person in the band is not the lead singer? Fall Out Boy is like the classic example I will go with, but I don't know many others that applies to.
I doubt a map would be of any use.
Dashboard also, they had that song on
from night to night. I've been able to make
I don't think it was hands down. They had a song on the Spider-Man 2 soundtrack.
What about you?
They had some pretty good hits.
Bows. Had no idea
Under Oath.
did anything but look all sad.
I listen to Under Oath quite a bit too. I feel like Lex listened to Under Oath, but whenever I play a song today, I feel like you're like, I don't know this song. Oh, that's an example? Yeah. Was that the one that went to the Almost? betray you. Not a bad choice too. Okay, do we want to do this? I'm giving you 200 gold for... It's kind of a bad deal. 200 for 60. I mean, it's a decent deal, but I just don't need... I already have 215. I think I'm gonna say no to that.
Suit yourself.
Yeah, kind of a bad bargain, if I'm being honest. Yeah, they almost. We did. I don't think it was him, but we talked about at one point. We saw a band when I wanted to go see Nothing More, which is who we saw. But the opening band, one of them had a guy who was from Under Oath. But I don't think it was him. Alien, the Sons of Disaster. Doesn't really ring a bell. Just singing all the dashboard songs. Your mom got you into them? That's cool. Bend and not break. I don't know if I remember that one.
Illuminate my path.
Probably have, honestly. Speaking of like iTunes and old music, the only thing I hate about music on here is whenever there's like it's not for them. A lot of times I'll have like an artist and there'll be multiple submissions. The ones I have on here are Don't Wait, Stolen, Reason to Believe, and Dusk and Summer. Alien's a Southern hardcore band. I think that one sounds familiar. I don't know. Couldn't tell you any songs. The other one did not ring a bell. Sons of Disaster. Okay, we got Hermes and we got the upgrade. Secondhand Serenade. Yeah. Vulnerable, isn't there the one by them? I feel like we've talked about before. It's surprising that we both listen to them, because maybe this isn't the case, but it felt like at the time. I remember finding them on MySpace, which is talk about a throwback, and I feel like they were a little bit obscure, but apparently not. Spill Canvas, that's another good one. Are they the ones that they sing? Is that All Over You? No. It's a Spill Canvas song. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Also something I have on my phone. Yes, All Over You. Yeah, I don't know if I knew many songs beyond that one, but that was kind of a banger.
She and I don't always chat, running around a lot, being discreet and all, but we exchange a knowing look from time to time.
It's a little late for that, but you do get 100 now. Plus I get the extra that I'm getting. You know what? Screw it, we'll take that. Unless we definitely need to hit up some shops, but it's probably getting a little bit late in the run for that. The Tide. I think I know that one. It's funny how many bands you probably like, at least for me, that I like really rock for like only one song by. Like not even that they were a one-hit wonder, I just for some reason only like had one song that I listened to from them.
Now. Could get going now.
Something Corporate Jack's Mannequin. Dark Blue. Yeah. Alkaline. I don't know if I know what I'm talking about Alkaline Trio, but Bayside was another one, yeah. Those were kind of ones that I knew, but I didn't really listen to a whole lot. Did I not find? No, I did find the tree this time. Shop. I did just say we should go there. I don't want that, but shop is more important, I think. Yeah, I know something corporate. I have. Just go to my catalog for all these. What songs do I have by them? On here that I will not unintentionally click play on, get claimed. Apparently I have a lot. I have As You Sleep, Ruthless, This Broken Heart, Punk Rock Princess, and Hurricane. So I kind of remember them, not a whole lot, if I'm being honest. I mean, we did just have that as an option, so we can take all these actually.
In the name of Hades.
It's a North album. Constantine. Is that spelled a K? Ooh, these are all new. Okay, well. Can do that. I swear I picked that up before. Maybe a variation of that. That's kind of nice. Honestly, that's amazing. But we can afford to waste magic, though. Pick this one.
Superior might.
All right, Cerberus. What song do you think, or what band do you think Cerberus listens to?
Don't you remember?
Here's where I'll wish I picked up the attack one. Let's use our long range, though. Can I bop you with this hex? Don't move, guy. Just stay right there. I'm not gonna use my hexes. You're yeah, I was gonna say you're definitely about to go underground. Oh, screw it. We're gonna hit these average enemies. Sir, get over. Can you get in the circle? We're taking a picture. There we go. Our cat's on it. Try to get our hex again here pretty quickly, hopefully. Let's pop it. Don't go underground, please. No, come back. Come back. Get over here. Get over here. No, you big dummy. Okay, we got it again. You're not in the circle again, though. You get over here, please. I'm just wasting that. I'm just missing that left and right. No, let's just take him out here. And Gemina.
Three monstrously sharp-fanged heads of Cerberus bent low in shame.
He listens to the Gemma. What book on repeat? Yeah, she doesn't do Discord. Honestly, I didn't really want to for the longest time, but
Go find your master now.
it's nice to have like an option to like chat with people for sure.
This is it.
I don't know, that kind of goes in also in the category of I hate having like 50 accounts. Discord being another one. Yeah, I did not. I listened to some of it in the car, if that counts. I purchased Gemina. Does that count for anything?
Huh.
We're gonna switch this out. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have like a community base where you can just chat with people for sure. I feel like having a PC makes it more makes sense too, like voice chat if you ever had to. Commercial credit for purchasing. Yeah, it's a book series. It's a sci-fi book series that she will sell you on, and I promise she doesn't get royalties for, but you'll 100% think that she does based off of how much she endorses it. Those are maxed out. We'll just do this one, I guess. Yeah. Anything else here? No.
Here goes.
For horror.
Not much fun.
You've read some horror stuff, haven't you? I don't know if there's any overlap there or not, but I feel like you read more. I say that we've watched a lot of horror stuff this last year, but I feel like you typically on your own will pick a horror book more than a movie.
Just a few chambers to the house.
There's some horror in it. True.
Anybody sensible would flee from Tartarus, not claws right hidden.
Just tell her it's like Event Horizon. I mean, they both have ships. Which it's probably not much. It's, I don't know, you can describe it better than I can, honestly. Try to sell it to somebody who likes horror, I guess. In some ways, there's an evil ship, right? Yeah, I don't read. I would like to read more, but it just feels like it's harder for me to consume that. Honestly, I need to read the manga that I do have. Like, I need to finish Berserk. As much as I am a fan of it and endorse it, I probably should actually finish it to be a true judge of it. We also need to read. I know you're a Ready Player One fan. We got Ready Player 2, but read the first chapter, and I think didn't continue it for some reason. We just other stuff came up. Okay. Yes, those are all kind of bad, though. All right, Hades probably up next here. Yeah.
Father.
I mean, depending on who you are, movies are much easier to like.
Won't let me.
Notoriously vicious.
Obviously, there's a limit on that. There's 2 hours, whereas a book can't take much longer than that.
How is it that the Titan's armies are well organized enough to siege Olympus, when the Titan himself cowers here in Tartarus?
We have another Titan to contend with there. Prometheus is leading the attack. I don't know how exactly he got free, or what he truly wants, other than vengeance on the gods.
Is vengeance on the gods an insufficient desire in itself? I wanted nothing to do with his sentencing, but your Lord Uncle Zeus, well, he would always claim that he could fashion more creative punishments than I.
We'll see if after getting the 7th one, if we get more information on that mystery item. I don't know if we're going to. Okay, we've done them all, so we can actually pick what we want the most. We'll pick this.
All right.
You honor me.
Reopen the movies.
You again. Be gone from here.
Sure. I don't know if we really need more gold, but we won't know until we get to the end.
Property recovered.
Sure, why not?
Best keep your rodents to yourself.
See, I don't mind this guy as much as Hot. Feels like this guy's much easier to manage. He's probably dead. Almost. There we go.
We're settled.
Yeah, that is quite a binge of movies for sure. This, I guess. You're describing the group of survivors of interspatial invasion are being chased to their death. That face horror such as a murderous AI and rapidly evolving virus. I mean, from what I know of the story, that's pretty like you exaggerated too much. I don't remember what either of these guys do as far as which one's more of a pain to fight, but we will pick Kara first, I guess. That 100% happens. Ah, yeah. Ooh, we need one more, the rock one if we're gonna pick that. Sure. We'll just see if we can get one somewhere. Like a movie, what, just like in general?
Now he's upset.
Around, I think. My wrath has ebbed back into the sea that is wherever my wrath has soared.
You watch Passengers? The one with Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence? I didn't watch that. I think Jadip has that like on his top 5, but it's got Michael Sheen. Okay, none of these are the type I need, but sure. Anything else here? No. Seems like not. Oh, was it worth watching? The hex location's like so large at this point, but somehow I'm probably still gonna miss. There we go.
A couple chambers more.
Shouldn't have taken that damage there. Nice.
Go, Tula. Victory. It's a goldfish.
I have no idea what that is. It's terrible, but you couldn't stop watching. That's, I don't know if that's an endorsement or not.
Satyrs.
Right, this room is got a ton of people in it. Let's throw it as far as I can. Right. Terrible messed up. Well, it doesn't sound like something I should watch based off that description, but... Alright, we can buy, hopefully, everything. 600, yeah, 1800, yeah. Easily can buy everything. Honestly, we'll buy even the food at the end when we don't really need it. We're gonna overindulge in the food here. That's not bad. That's also not bad. I don't really need more health, though, let's be real. Could always use love handles, right? Ooh, we said we needed a rock? Yeah, let's do that. Sure. It sounds like intriguing, kind of like mystery, but the other parts of it probably aren't overly fun.
Salutations.
All right, Chronos time.
Refreshing.
You again.
You spoke before about the consequences of the past, of your own mistakes.
Kind of make me think of
Choose to rectify them. Your entire family.
missing or searching. I think it's missing, the one with the Harold and Kumar guy.
As ever. The only difference now is there are even more of you, all falling in line. You would excise me from my own family? Then very well. But this is the result.
Searching. That actually sounds more accurate,
You
probably.
don't even want to rule the underworld.
Second one wasn't as good as the first one, in my opinion.
Each passing generation even quicker to judge than the last. Was I the perfect father? No. Otherwise my children would have been perfect as well. And now even you are caught in this spiral.
The missing? That sounds different. I think I'm thinking of just missing. I thought that was the one with where they're filming it like from the perspective of the computer. Yeah. Yeah, searching was the better one, the first one they did. The other one was just, it was okay. I mean, it kind of just did the same thing again, but not as good, in my opinion. Alright, are you gonna stay still there? Probably not.
My legions tend to be more punctual than this.
Oh, dude, get over here. Come on. Get over here. Oh, you're not here. Dang it. He'll probably be somewhere in this vicinity, I'm hoping. Oh, he was invincible though. Dang it, really? I think I'm hitting like 50% of my hexes. Probably should have saved that for round 2, but... So he's probably gonna pop off with his one shot right away, I would think. Yeah, he is. Okay. Just put it kind of in the middle. You're gonna be here, right? Of course, you were somehow not there. My Omegas are just taking like just too long to use. Alright, I think I'm gonna save this until he uses his one-shot ability because yeah, you're in the circle, right? You're taking so much damage here. There we go. Nice.
Low once more. For what? Some grains of sand.
Yeah, I've heard most people like the passengers, maybe at some point. Are you telling me it is romancy? You said it was kind of romancy.
For the underworld.
I feel like space movies I like in like not with abundance though. Like if I watched like 5 in a row, I would be kind of sick of it. But like the frequency which space movies come out, I feel like are just right for me. That is probably true, which is kind of nice because you're also willing to watch stuff a lot of times, even if it doesn't sound super interesting. It was listed as a romance. You liked Life. That was a space movie. At least I think you did.
Night and darkness, guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
She says, well, come on then. This is hardly what I'd call
It is a scary... I mean, it's kind of scary, I guess.
Oh, hi, sister.
There's some horror in it.
I didn't like where we left off, arguing over our relatives and our duty. Besides, Father always says no fighting in this house.
I didn't feel good about it either, and I couldn't help thinking about what you said. I know you were being honest with me about your concerns. All this must be so much to take in.
Believe me, I'm absorbing it as quickly as I can. We have this sinister grandfather who's resorted to all-out war against the rest of the family. One way or another, he needs to be stopped.
That's right. And I've been trained in how to stop him, though unfortunately it requires you to do some of the dirty work. The worst of it, in fact. I can understand why you would be reluctant.
Sunshine, I don't believe I've seen.
So what do we do? Say we proceed as planned. I get Gaigaros
Do you think scary on your own?
to it. I use it to destroy
Fair. That's like when we saw some horror stuff with some friends, and I
assume so,
feel like they
yes.
assumed you also like.
Exactly what shall happen in a world
Although
without
I think
time,
you've
but
grown
if
more
this
fond
has
of
been
it
before,
this last
it
year,
can't
but
be
I feel
worse
like they
than
assumed that
anything
you were a big fan of the genre.
But if Kronos
Sitcoms are very easy to like
happens to
definitely
you,
just throw on.
You're here because of everything he did.
No. If Kronos hadn't taken Father's throne, we'd be together as a family. He denied me a father, a mother, a three-headed dog, you. And some evening he'll deny you that and more if we don't act.
Okay. Okay. It's just, it turns out I have a sister and I don't want to lose her over this is all.
I don't want to lose you either, Zagreus. I want you back. You and all the rest.
Well then, I'd better get your father's spear. I'll have it for you next we meet. I promise.
Thanks, brother. Leave Gygaros in your chambers for me, and we'll go from there. From mists of memory, return to Shadow now. That's a bit more like it. I think my brother.
Alright, unless there's maybe, I don't know if we'll unlock any more trials. See what people have to say at the main screen here, and we'll maybe wrap things up.
Please be safe. Please.
You definitely, I think it was, maybe it was weapons. I want to say it was together that you definitely
So what do you even do when you're out? Collect more
gave a
plants
bit
and
of a
stuff like
scream
that?
during the movie.
I was training in secrecy all that time. While I'm out each night, mostly I have to fight my way to Kronos, past a variety
Thinking
of
of early on together when you see the bomb underneath like the sheets.
Can't imagine why. And you just keep trying to do the same thing, huh? I would have given up so long ago. You should try it.
Yeah, I liked weapons, but I went into it with everyone being like, it's the best movie of all time. So
Take your order.
I don't think it was as good as I was hoping. I did like it surprisingly on the second watch. I was a little unsure if I would because I figured, you know, what happens. It would be kind of spoiled for you, but it was still decent on the second watch, I will say. I don't know what these other plants I have are that I can't plant here.
One step closer.
Yeah, together was pretty wild.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, I think I wanted them to do something different with weapons. I didn't want the reveal to be what it was. They also, it wasn't as bad as I said on the second time watching it, but I kind of was like, they got pretty silly at the end. I was like, okay. Sure, we'll do that.
My choice is hereby made. My path is set.
Remind you of an episode of Criminal Minds. You know zero things about the movies. That's true, except we did, for a while they were going to see like a movie every weekend, so we saw the same like 5 trailers. I feel like every time.
We know our path.
Like how many times did we see the trailer for
Well, may your sudden
the movie from the guy from that Elvis movie? He has like a San Francisco Giants hat on in the movie. We saw the trailer like a million times. The Long Walk, another one too.
Zagreus and I finally reached an understanding.
Oh, blood and darkness. He's got to you, hasn't he? Your brother.
Yeah, the movie with Austin Butler. We saw that trailer so many times.
Why are you asking me?
Where he like is watching his friend's apartment, and then like the mobsters come beat him up. And then there's like Amish people in it later on.
Well, for one, we're
Yeah.
on the verge of destroying time itself. For all
Like I've seen that trailer so many times.
We cannot know such repercussions ere they come to pass. Our
Caught
charge,
stealing. Yeah, yeah.
charge.
That there was a bunch of them we saw a lot. Like the one with Channing Tatum, where he's like hanging out in the back of that store. Honestly, weapons we saw a few times too. The trailer. All right, we still don't have this unknown, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that. Maybe I have to unlock some other stuff first too.
Do you think Arachne is
Aaron,
going
what
to
you gotta
be
say
all
over
right in
here?
all of this, my lord? The surface
Oh, you
is
watched
no
Caught
longer
Stealing?
welcoming or safe for her. And now I fear that Erebus
He
is
started
not
on
much
Drake and
better off.
Josh. Who Austin Butler did.
You're right. She's twice as resourceful as just about anybody. Lord Charon always delivers.
Guess we'll just keep doing moon dust.
Ordering this.
Ooh, stardust we can make now. Costs a lot though, wow. Okay.
Boo.
Sure, I'll give you a gift.
You're very kind to me, Princess. I arrived at these crossroads in a
I don't think I've seen enough with Austin Butler to have a strong opinion on him.
Here.
And I didn't expect to meet Doom face to face.
Oh, great.
Right, let's just grab all these things. You are making a mess.
Filth.
This is like one of those simulator games where you have to like do a job, and it's like, why am I doing this as a
Eris,
game?
You said
Feels like it should be
before that I don't
fun.
even know what I'm missing. What did you mean by that?
Elvis Dune 2.
Didn't mean your family, that's
Yeah, he
for
seems
sure.
okay. As
Come
I
on,
said, I haven't watched a whole lot with him, so I'm judging strictly off of
You
trailers.
think it's only there to pump your blood. Just another muscle.
The heart is a muscle. What should I be
What other trailers did we see a whole lot?
When Olympus is in peril and the underworld
We saw
is under disarray?
the Conjuring one a whole lot.
Maybe, but
That's not true.
you sure?
What else?
Nemesis must have a head start.
Got everything here. What is this? Can I not do anything there?
Thank you for having faith in me.
Oh, now I need other stuff. I need shadow, which I can make from the cauldron. But I also need psyche.
Visions of darkness.
Nothing new there.
My disciples, they were given quite a fright when that pitch black stone there suddenly.
A shard of purest darkness from the depths of chaos.
Yep.
Alright. We'll probably set up a next run. What do we want to start with? Sure, we'll keep doing Poseidon, I think.
Excellent.
And I guess we can do the axe. We'll do the surface. I don't know if I need to. What is that?
By my birthright.
If we need to throw any of these on per se for the surface. Maybe we can, I guess. I don't know. Sure, we'll throw on two.
The veil of darkness spreads.
And we'll probably just call it there and pick up next time.
The trident sigil.
Yeah. Poseidon's here. Cool. Nice. Alright, well that was a decent run. Played for a few hours, right? I think I started like 4 hours ago. So a good amount of playing there. As mentioned earlier in the stream, we'll probably keep doing some shorts. I have a few ideas. Then we have Welcome to Derry Sunday, which I'll get that video out within like a couple days of that airing. And then probably we'll live stream more over this next week, but for sure next Thursday we're doing the Game Award stuff. So too. 3 hours for 5 minutes. Yeah, pretty good length. We haven't been doing like super intense Hades durations, but it's also pretty late at this point. So, but yeah, that's kind of upcoming stuff on the channel. And then, obviously, Welcome to Derry is actually wrapping up a couple more episodes. So, I'll have to pivot some ways when it comes to videos. I'm trying to do kind of all three: videos, shorts, and lives. So, obviously, been leaning a little bit more into the shorts lately. So. Yeah, it's pretty late. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do in these next 2 episodes. I'm curious how they're going to wrap things up because it seems like they already have plans for the next couple seasons and they're going back in time. So these characters probably have to wrap up for good in these next 2 episodes. But we'll see. Just wait for Friday. That's funny. Yeah, definitely leaning into the shorts. They're just easier for me to get out to and feels like they get a little bit more engagement with folks. So we'll keep doing that for a bit and then go from there. So yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of the evening. Great, I guess, Friday at this point. And I'll be streaming again soon, I'm sure. I think all the show I want to give. Yeah, I know there's people trying to make the connections already between the show and like the movies because there's obviously characters that we don't know about in the movies that are in the show now, but then there's some that we have some history with in the movies. So we'll see how they ultimately wrap those up because we're kind of doing the prequel thing where there has to be some kind of connection. Maybe they'll give some kind of ending tease to like something that happens early on in like the movies. I don't know. I don't know if they would do like a Georgie tease, but that's probably a little bit too far for them to do that. So we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, you guys have a great evening, great morning, whatever it is for you. And other than that, I will catch you guys next time. Take care.